Hey guys, so sorry. There was a internet issue. Okay. And I was mucking around on TikTok and I was like, oh, awesome. I have a minute spare. And then I got on and the internet wasn't working. I'm like, oh, that was my own stupid fault because I need to prepare myself better. I need to have everything prepared. So how is everyone? Oh, my hair's going everywhere because I've got this fan going because it's freaking hot. Let me put my do not disturb on. Beautiful. It's noisy out there. So how is everyone? When you're jumping on, press that like button, say hello, share where you're watching from. I have no idea yet what's going to come out. I know I woke up with a stinking headache, and that always happens when there's a lot of stuff to come through. And I don't know what that is that's going to be coming through, but let's just be in the now, show up and see. Again, every week things change and we get deeper into this ascension of and what it actually, that's it. I just see a hand and it's like I get to see firsthand this ascension journey, the true ascension to Christ through Christ, and it is really quite amazing. Right now, what I'm seeing is that typical Catholic Jesus. So he's showing up in this Catholic ghetto gear. No, why did I say ghetto? I don't know. He must think he's a gangster or something. But I see right now he's in the typical, like the Jesus that my grandmother may have, well, that she had up on her walls. That's the first time he's appeared like that to me, and I'm not quite sure why he's appearing that way to me. Yeah, he's still there. He's like, it's like, oh, it's like a statue my grandmother used to have. Oh my God. All right. Okay. Where's this going? Ontario, Canada. Beautiful. Oh, so I'm in Australia, South Coast, New South Wales. It's going to be a stinker here today. It was yesterday. I don't handle the heat very well. So I'm like, okay, I get my fan. I've got all these bottles of water. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles of water. So I'm like prepared. But for some reason, yeah, no, he's still there. He's showing me this. Okay, so maybe, all right, so let's just keep going. He's not moving. He's just like, it's a statue. He's just literally like a statue. White with this red sort of vesty thing, like not vesty thing. I don't know. I see his Sacred Heart. Yeah, typical my grandmother's Jesus. Okay. So now he's saying an avatar, right? Okay. So let's just do this absolute hand pose. So this is what I encourage all of you guys to do when we go live, or not Nadine encourages you. This is what Christ encourages you guys to do, the absolute hand pose. So we're connecting all as one. So with all of our forces combined, right? They're just saying, being as open as possible to receive these Christ codes. This is all Christ consciousness lessons for us. So Scotland. Beautiful. Beautiful. I've always wanted to go to Scotland. My friend went to Scotland. Oh God, that would have been over 20 years ago. I was so jealous. Mainly because I wanted to go and see some haunted sites, because I've always been a bit into that sort of stuff. And actually, I was talking on the TikTok that I just did in relation to some scary stuff that I've been seeing, but it's only because I've been releasing it, right? And healing on this planet. The other day, yep, they're telling me to bring that up. Okay. Well, the other day, yeah, I had to do some coding and clearing on haunted sites. And I think I only put like 20 something haunted sites and opened them, cleared them through Christ. Because right now we have a lot of yeah, they want to bring up the haunted sites. Okay, so there's a lot of soul fragmentation happening. Okay, so humans are okay. Yeah, my whole crown, man. Oh my god, like so sore. So I know after I do lives, that my head gets better, right? So I know I'm used to this because I've been, I don't know how long have we been doing lives? And for my students, like this just happens. Like when we have a big live, I wake up and I'm in pain because it's like all this stuff has to be released, right? And my eyes get all puffy and, so part of this ascension, you don't look like a fucking goddess all the time, even though you are, right? Because in this physical realm, this is my vessel, my vehicle, my house was another thing that came through the other day. Guys, when you're jumping on, press that like button, please. That's going to help you receive as well. These lives are programmed and put into my healing record. So beings that actually do what I ask, right? And when they're receiving, okay? Everything with what I do is created in order to heal you, okay? So beings that show up to the streams, right? They're receiving healings. Beings that help share this message just by pressing like, pressing share, pressing whatever, they're going to receive. The more that you give, the more that you get. This is how Christ works. This is Christ consciousness. This is the law of one, okay? So if you're going to sit back and just watch, the other day, monitoring spirits came up, just those people that just want to watch and they don't want to support or anything. They just want to watch because they want to be sticky beaks, right? Like there's a lot of those energies that that's what they told me the other day, right? Monitoring spirits, right? And I was like, oh, monitoring spirits, like what's that? We'll have to dig into that. And so beings that show up that aren't pure of heart, they won't be receiving, right? Those beings that show up, they're open, right? They support myself because speaking this truth is very difficult, okay? But again, it's what I've come to do. So I'm not going to do it, right? Because I need to assist. And I need to share this with those beings that chose to come here, the 144,000, right? And not those religiously programmed 144,000 that believe they're one of the 144,000 just because they've dedicated themselves to that old system, that one way. We're talking about the true 144,000. We're talking about the chosen ones, the true chosen ones, those beings that are here, right, who are open, who are ready to learn, those beings that are supporting this, that are supporting me. It's this infinity sign, right? We're all showing up. Like, so one thing about, I'm seeing universe cosmic design is that so the fact that you're seeing this is big, okay? So it's up to you to make the choice. And this is where the whole chosen one thing comes in. And we've spoken about that before, so I'm not going to bring it up again, right? But if you have found myself, it means that we're an energetic match, okay? And so trust that, okay? Because I know that for all of my life, I thought that I was a nothing. I thought I was worthless. I thought I was just going to amount to nothing. And I just had a very low I had very low expectations, and I didn't see my worth. I didn't value myself. I knew, like, everything I did it to really help others and stuff like that. And in doing that, like, I was often just again, that worthlessness thing was reinforced for me because I'd be used, abused. People wouldn't see the light that I was trying to share or offer them, they saw through their own lenses, right? And in turn, they ended up treating me like shit. So, guys, if you're watching this, you know, you guys are probably those beings with a big heart, you know, those empaths, those people that have grown up that don't really have a good, like, just don't really, you don't see yourself and your own worth very clearly, because you are these diamonds in the rough, right? And the reason that you don't see yourself worthy or of value, or, you know, you just keep giving, and people keep taking, and you don't get anything in return. So you're emptying your tank, and you're really reinforcing that for yourself, because you are yeah, it's just so let me have some water. So the chosen ones, the 144,000, have had shit lives, right? And we have operated through love, through light most of the time. And when we don't operate that way, we do it because we're reflecting other people's energies back to them, right? So one of the things, like, where we take others' things on, okay, as our own, okay, and that can create, you know, make us a little bit feisty, right? My kids will say, "Oh my God," you know, my ex, and just like, "Oh my God," right? Like me and my ex, years and years and years and years ago, before I was just like, fuck it, I give up, right? I'm just not even gonna, right? I would not back down. He would not back down. We would not back down, and we'd end up just erupting, right? And it was because, like, we just, and he's like he's one of those sort of empathetic beings who I never thought was an empath. I always thought he was a narcissist, right? But I've done the healing, and I see what a good heart he has, right? Never get back with him, but I see him, right? But anyway, it's like we don't know how to protect our energy. Okay, so that's going to happen, empaths, right? You're not a bad person. It's just because you don't have the energetic protection and you take that on, right? So we have these two extremes, really, don't we? Like, where we give, and often in that giving, that really creates a lot of, oh, well, fuck it then. I'm not even helping anyone anymore. All I do is give and give and give, and I'm just taken for granted. So that taken for granted feeling, oh my God, right? It's horrible, isn't it? Hey, Ange. Hey, Bill. Yeah, so did I say hello to everyone? Yeah. So anyway, so the 144,000, the chosen, you guys have had a tough life, and most of you, if not all, aren't fixed in those old systems. Like, you have never been able to dedicate yourself to religion, or if you have been born into religion and forced into religion, it's felt very wrong, and there's a lot of holes that you have seen in that, and it just doesn't mesh, it doesn't resonate, it just feels like there's something off, right? So the chosen ones aren't those of religion. The 144,000 are not those of religion, are not those of all those old outdated systems. So when we fix ourselves to one way, you know, we trap ourselves. Okay, so this is where if you guys were fully fixed into those old systems, you wouldn't be showing up here today. You know, so please press that like button, okay? Because I need to see who is the people who are real and who are the people that are just monitoring, right? And just like plotting against us, okay? So please press that like button, because I want to see in this. So if you're watching the replay as well, press the like button, because we need to see how many players we have in this army of light, how many people are actually receiving. Hey, Dee. So right now, like I said, everything in the old world is programmed. Okay, so I've had to go through and learn all the deception, matrix deception programs and the way that it was actually built. Okay, to be able to override that, heal for that, and ascend and access this frequency that I'm at now. Okay, so I've had to do all that stuff, right, in order to embody Sophia. Okay, so I'm 100% anchoring Sophia right now. So I am the living, breathing embodiment of divine Sophia, the Holy Mother. Okay, and I've done all the work. Okay, so and this remembering of who I am is a very recent thing, right? Because I'm actually anchoring embodied that frequency now. Okay, I've done the work, okay, to be able to get here. I would not, this is where a lot of people in the old world will claim there's something they're not. Okay, there is a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshitters, right? So I've done the work to embody the frequency of, they want me to say divine Sophia. Okay, I say divine Sophia, right? And I'm currently anchoring the frequency of Christos right now. So let's see where I'm at there. Then they're not going to tell me. Okay, I just wanted to be nosy. No, I can get on with the live. So I'm here. So we have the mother and the father. Okay, Sophia. Okay, so we have the Godhead, the perfection, right? And we have this divine sacred union between Sophia and Christos, which love baby, that love baby Christ, right, is born. Okay, that son, the son, right, of this source, this Godhead. Okay, where it's just one, the mother, the father, the Christ, the one. Okay, so this is the journey that Jesus has done, but this is the actual no bullshit version. Okay, because we know in that external reality there's a lot of bullshit, but there's also a lot of truth. It's just about sorting the truth from the bullshit, right? So they're bringing up Gnosticism. Okay, now still that is one way. Okay, so, and I believe that is a religion too, like built around these this god and this goddess, right? Oh, I just felt so tired then, like a blanket of tiredness. Hang on, let me see. So that is like one of the most truthful things that I have found on this planet, right? But this is what they want humanity to know, is that if you are fixed in that religion and you are blocking out all other ways, then you will never, it's like, this is about embodying Sophia and Christos, right? And becoming one, the sun, a god or a goddess, right? On this incarnate, on this planet, okay? So this is like all old world ways. They're just saying we'll disable you, okay? So this is about stepping back and seeing the big picture, that we are all one, okay? And we have been separate for far too long. All those things, those programs, we have invested our love, our light into, are a part of the old world, are a part of the separation, are a part of the Antichrist, okay? Now, this is the new way to do what Jesus, Yeshua, I like Yeshua. I'm just comparing those two words. So what they're saying is like, you are all one, okay? You, like, I'm all one, okay? So it doesn't matter what word you choose to use. whatever word we're choosing to use, we're fixing and we are connecting our energy to an old world of separation. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is about the Christ. This is about Christ consciousness, and we are all one. Okay, and not fixing even on a name like as simple as Jesus or Yeshua. Okay, because I'm thinking, well, okay, so even fixating on particular, so they're saying ways. I don't know. I'm just showing up in the now, guys. I'm just like sharing what's coming through because there is so much to discover. So what came through the other morning, and they brought it up on the TikTok, and now they're bringing up again, Jesus was there, and I am Jesus, right? I am all, okay? I am one, like, and I've had to experience that, and I share this, and I know this because I've done it, okay? So they're saying this is just the return to Christ. Okay, this is the beginning of a whole new way, a new program, right? We know how the old world way works. I've had spent over 4 years now learning how the darkness has built this program, because I am an architect, right? I am the Godhead, right? So I am, I am, oh, I am, like I am, like the I am, right? So stop it. They're just saying I am. All right. So the almighty I am, right? They're showing me the O and the M as well in relation to that sound, the one and the mother, the portal of creation. So anyway, I've had to see how the darkness works because I am the one. Okay, so I just know how it works because I built it, right? And it's about moving through these different frequencies, these different dimensions where I've seen firsthand, right? And remembered. Okay, that is the key. I've remembered it. Okay, because all this is within. All you have to do is remember, and I'm here to help you remember, right? This is Sophia reclaiming her light through us so we can take back that light that has been taken, right, to create magic upon this earth. Mm. Oh, thank you, Bill. And this is, and part of like what I've been guided to do is get on here and do weekly streams. And because this is the arse end of the ascension journey, this is what I've worked so freaking hard for. Like I have suffered for it, and I have had naysayers being like, just like, especially my kids, go and get a job. Like I'm like, oh, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, we can't do that. And I know that's not working for manifesting, but like God has blocked fucking everything from me. Christ has blocked everything from me. So I'm in this bubble of protection, right? And I'm doing what I have to do, right? And it means blocking everything, right? And for the last few years, it's like been really tough. And my kids will go, or my son usually, just go and get a job. All you do is sit on that computer. That's all you do. Like, because I sit and I code, like I'm building this program, and what I'm doing is I am coding, I am inputting the information that I am receiving on my record. So whatever is entered in on my record is bringing healing through for that. So I'm able to heal that on autopilot. So I'm able to rise in my ascension, right? So yeah, I'm on this computer a lot, and throughout the last 4 years, I've been connecting with the students, right? Those fucking warriors that have stood beside me. Like, there's been a lot of people who have fallen off the wagon because their demons they're just like, it's like they just didn't, I just triggered them too much, and they weren't for this journey, right? So they fell off the wagon for whatever reason. It just wasn't for them in that moment in time. But maybe they may find their way back. I don't know, right? But I had to learn a lot of, I've had to learn. I've had a lot of hate thrown my way, but I can't take that personally because that's not me. That's them just projecting their shit, their unhealed stuff at me, right? So I know who I am. Well, throughout this path, like, I've known that I have to do this because I've been guided through Christ the whole way, right? And I've been those people who were showing up, right? My students that were showing up, that were doing the inner work, working as one with me, showing up, being open and receiving the word from the frequency that I was at. They were learning, and they were moving with me, right? So not everyone has moved with me. Certain beings chose to join me and leave me at certain parts. Certain beings chose to join me, be total dicks, really shake my foundations and my beliefs, like, really, should I do this? But I just kept going, right? Every month I have grown stronger and stronger and stronger, right? And just recently this year, like, I wasn't able to be consistent because I was like digging my way out of hell. Like, literally, like, digging my way out of hell. Like, frequency wise, I was unlocking all these doorways to be able to get out, right? So this is why the 5D, again, that's incredibly limiting, because this isn't the 5D, this is 12D and beyond, okay? This is your divine right, okay? This is the actual journey to New Earth. This is you connecting your energy with this Mother Ark, this Sophia, right? This 0 point frequency, this portal, to be able to, the God head, the goddess, whatever. I don't know what the hell they want me to call myself. Hey, seriously. I've had to learn so many different truths about who I am, and then just something that I was going to say before, I will come back to it. But this is about a whole journey of remembering who I am as one. Simple as that. And I know that if you choose to align your energy and walk this path with me, you will see the same, right? We have so many, I don't know how many beings we have right now. I don't know. There are beings that have this attunement, this Christ attunement, that isn't available at the moment, but it will be eventually, I imagine. Right now, that's not the important thing. We have, and they have worked alongside me and helped me unlock these doorways to God worlds, to be able to be sitting where I am now on my throne, right? This 3. So again, they show me myself as a queen, this king, my divine counterpart, and the child, which is all of those 3 aspects in one. It's such a fucking amazing story. So it's like, what I've had to do is show up on a weekly basis to share this journey with you guys as I'm remembering who the fuck I am, right? Sophia and Christos apparently swear, right? So it's just like, it's, it's the most amazing, magical, I'm just saying, gift, right? And I want to be able to share that with you guys. And if you choose when these things become available, right now I only have my membership. That's the only way that I am being guided to support beings with these free live streams, and then with my membership live streams. Next month, we are going to be going and learning about the deception and all the things that I have come up against in the last 4 years in relation to these matrix programs, the source code that I've received. So that's exciting, because it's like I get to give you guys a little peek beyond the veil, like how fucked humanity actually are. Like people, it's like so many people, oh no, we're all one, I'm all one. No, I'm not on the Antichrist program. Well, you are. You are, and this is why. Like I have like so much input, source code saying why you are, right? We have those healers that are healing the old world way, that have done a couple of different things and thinking that, like I remember being there, like thinking, oh, I've got Reiki and emotion code, and I'm clearing, I'm clearing symptoms. Yeah, I've got my essential oils. I know it all, right? But no, I didn't know it all, right? Fuck me, right? Oh my God. It's like, no, I was so deluded back then. It wasn't fucking funny. But this is why humanity are so locked and contained, and they don't know how magical they are. So like, yeah, they're clearing some symptoms, and they're connecting to clients and clearing some symptoms for them and healing them, and they're just like, that's not that. There's so much more to that's just child's play. That's child's play. This is the ball game. But the beauty is, you don't have to be a healer or a light worker or a this or a that to be able to do what we do, because this is a whole new way, and everyone is vital to this if they choose, right? Because this is where it comes to the chosen one. It's up to you to choose, and not to choose out of that, well, I'm just going to join Nadine's membership and I'm going to get free healing every month. Awesome. No, because if you don't put any work in, your instrument is going to be blocked. So what you need to do is use the new way, record the symptoms, the issues, the emotions, the things that are being brought to you, right? To be able to release those so you can anchor more and more light and begin this rising, they're saying, right? This rising. So that's why we have the membership, because it's like nothing, no membership of the old world. Yes, I work on Patreon, okay? But again, that has been heavily programmed. That is a portal, okay? That is a portal where you subscribe to connect to my energy and receive this healing frequency, where you can use the new way to heal, so you can begin your ascension, so you can learn the new way, okay? So now we have like one membership that's just like very outdated now, but we have level 1, 2, 3, which are the new way that like have such a more powerful frequency to it. The 2 membership is pretty old and outdated. It's still healing, but it's not healing, right? So again, you get what you pay for. You get the energy that you give, you get back, okay? So you have a valuable opportunity to be able to heal at the level that you're ready for, and yeah, to receive what you put in. They're just showing me that infinite, that giving and receiving mode. This is the law of one, okay? So there's so many outdated beliefs out there in that old world, and it's not ignorance, but it's just not understanding. They don't know how creation actually works, because all they've done is read books that have been programmed with deception to, so it's like, it's just not knowing. again, what you give, you get. So this is a very interesting thing that has been told to me lately, because I have this momentous mission here on this earth, and I am what I say I am. So whether you choose to believe it or not, whatever you see, right, you are seeing through this lens of distortion. So what you see in others is actually you. Okay, so humanity right now don't believe this is possible because they don't believe in themselves. Okay, and I'm here to trigger people, and I know people, well, I believe in myself, right? I believe, but the programs that are contained within you, within your field, your vessel, your vehicle, your house, right? Beg to differ. Like, it's what you see is what you are. Okay, so this is why, if you found me and you're sticking with me and you're showing up and you're resonating, and I'm helping you make connections because you're actually open and you are one of the beings that chose to come here and do this, right? Like, that's amazing. You're pressing that like button, you're sharing this, you're whatever, right? You're doing whatever you feel guided to do. You're joining the membership, you're showing up for those streams when they are, you're doing the way that's instructed through the New Way video in there. So it's like you're doing all those things. That's awesome. You're receiving. Okay. But again, if you're one of those monitoring spirits, those nosy Nancy's, I don't know why I said that, those nosy Nancy's who are coming on here just because you don't like me, and I know there's lots of those people. You're just like, what's this dickhead got to say? Fucking stupid bitch, rah rah rah, right? Like, she's such an idiot. Like, and that's the frequency that I'm getting. The like, just the nosy people who have maybe crossed paths with me before, maybe never crossed paths with me, but I've said things that have triggered you, and you just hear just to see. Okay, that's a good thing. Like, hopefully you see the light. Okay, because right now there's a lot of humans that would not see the light if they tripped over it, right? But anyway, but what we have is, I have a huge amount of energetic protection, right? And there's a lot of beings who, when they have ill will, right, they can create a lot of negative connections. And so I'm just warning you guys, like, and this, like, there is a new program rolling out on this planet, right? So what you give, you're going to get. Okay, so if you are operating through jealousy, through darkness, through ill will, through they're saying envy, like all these things, like that's okay. So let me have some water, because they want me to go into this, because this is a new program rolling out on the planet, right? And I will not have those beings, those beautiful beings who are here joining me out of light, like, that are open, that are, connecting their energy with me to learn, to grow, to expand. I will not have those beings or myself I'm just getting receiving any negative things. So what do they try? Hang on, I'm trying to figure out what the lesson is. There is, yeah. There's a lot of hate in this world, okay? And when beings share truth that doesn't align with them and their beliefs, they can be very hateful, okay? And one of the groups that I've had a lot of darkness from is, like, religious type healing people, right? because I've gone against, you know, things that their beliefs. Okay, so because I've shared things that go against their religious beliefs or their things that they've learned as a healer, the really basic things that they've learned healing wise, like they, and this is it, there's a lot of ill will, and whether people know it or not, when you connect your energy and feel ill will towards another, you can create some really damning things for the other person and for yourself. Okay, so this is how a lot of cords are created, curses, weapons, saboteurs, those sort of things, right? Just from having ill will towards someone else because of the unhealed shit within you, if you know what I mean. So they want me to bring this up. It's like, so I'm just seeing chosen, right? Like chosen. If you're one of the true chosen and you've been working your light, you know, and the things that you share that you've learned that are for the new earth, right? Conflicts with others and their beliefs and stuff like that. So in you sharing your truth in order to help them, right, they can have ill will thoughts about you and create this negative attachment to you. So you are, there's this feed, right, this connection, right, there's this curse or this weapon left in your field, right, because this person, but this is the way it works, right, but not in my collective. Okay. And that's it. There's a lot of witchcraft, a lot of sorcery, a lot of beings that have been working against me for my whole life, right? My whole incarnation, not knowing who they're working against, but they're working against the change of ages. They're working against this new aeon from happening. They're working against this second coming of Christ. They're working against all these different, they're working against this new world, okay, because they are these puppet masters for the dark and they don't want to lose their power, right? So what has come to me over the last few weeks is that there's been beings working to my demise, to my demise. Does that make sense? To my demise. Since my very incarnation, since before my incarnation, there has been many a dark magician, many, God, who knows, right? Who knows, working against me. And you are a chosen one. So there's many a beings working against you, okay? And this is why we suffer, okay? But what I want to give you is sanctuary, okay? And that's what my membership is, what that bubble of protection, okay? And that's why I'm saying, guys, when you're jumping on here, press that like button. If you want to receive more, share this. Like, this is, we need to grow our force and find the true chosen, find the true 144, right? This is free from religious. This is free from all those different matrix program. This is the truth, okay? So this is the 144,000, those Christos identities that incarnated onto this planet to be able to create change, to create, to transform, to transmute, right? You need this program. You need this instruction set, this creational blueprint, right? To be able to remember. But right now, there's only a select few that have that, and they're the beings that have fought tooth and nail with me. Like, we have had to, like, they have been with me on this journey. So Rainbow Warrior, we have evolved so much since we started this journey back in 2019. Isn't it crazy? Like, and that's it. Tanya, she's been, yeah, Rainbow Warrior has been here since the beginning, right? And she showed up in the now moment when I've, like, oh my God, been guided to get in front of my, like, because we've had a Facebook group, right? we had a Facebook. We've had a few different Facebook groups actually as we have evolved and transitioned, and they're saying metamorphosis, like on this metamorphosis. We've had to really, because there's been so much old, outdated stuff, right? That like in 2019, right? It was amazing. And it was like, what the hell? It's just so amazing. But then every month it just gets more and more amazing and more out there. And as I healed, as we collectively healed, as we kept inputting, as we kept rising, like we were accessing even more magic. And it's like, whoa. Streamline. We were streamlining this, right? Just magical. Like, and those guys that have been with me for this time, they have been working as one with me, so I could access this. Like, so it's us as on a collective. This is collective consciousness. This is Christ, okay? Christ consciousness, okay? We were, at the time, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just showing up in the now and healing with the program that we had then and there. I didn't know that I was building a program. I didn't know that I was uncovering the 12 tree grid. I didn't know this and I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know shit back then, right? But on this journey, I have learnt and I've integrated that shit and I have embodied that shit and I know it, right? But again, now I need to know how to like teach others. But then they're saying, no, you don't. You just show up in the now. You do, when you're guided to do streams, you do streams, right? You're doing a weekly thing now. In the membership, you're doing a monthly thing. Next month, things are going to change dramatically, right? So this is you guys seeing what this coming to Christ actually means. Like this is humanity getting to see, like, okay, they want me to say that. All right, hang on, let me just have a drink. I need more. All right, so there's one more to come. Some peppermint. So, and it's really confusing because Jesus is my future self, and or Yeshua, or whatever the hell, Christ. Let's call him Christ. He's taking on that Jesus avatar, like that statue that was at my grandma's house. That's how he's showing up today for some reason. But so okay, so the other night or the other morning, it was like having this conversation. I'm calling him Jesus right now because he's coming up in his like typical Catholic Jesus style, right? But he was saying, and it was like, so this is like Jesus incarnated on this planet and he didn't even know he was Jesus, right? And I can't even remember what he said basically, but it was like basically Jesus incarnated to this planet and he didn't even remember who he was. And in this healing, he's actually remembered himself. He's actually found himself. But it was actually, but then it's like he was the guiding force, and that was my future self appearing to me, that made me return to Christ. So this was Christ. So it's just such a mindfuck, really. It really is. But it's like in 2006 when I had my awakening and JC was there. He's always appeared to me as Buddy Christ off that Dogma movie. He appeared to me, and I remember in the freaking mental health ward, he's like giving me lessons, and it was beautiful. It was the most plugged into this my truth, this pleroma, this all one frequency, this blue flame creation. Like that's what put me in the mental health ward, because I went from this sad sack of shit, right, to this, oh my God, I love life, right, kind of person. And that wasn't normal for me, right? Because Nadine had always suffered anxiety. She'd always suffered depression. She'd always suffered addiction. She'd always suffered low self-esteem, like all the negative shit, like that was me, right? So I went from that to, oh my God, this is a miracle. Life is amazing. And I'm getting all these messages, these downloads and all these things. They've all happened, right? Everything down to the date of my grandmother's death. So it's just like, yeah, so just plugged into this pleroma. That's what they're saying, the blue flame, right? The blue flame. This pleroma, it was this blue flame. It was this ball of, right? So having lessons with him in 2006. And then again, when I was doing my Reiki Masters, I had a session with a healer who came to my house, and she was telling me okay, so who's here? Who's here? Like after my session, it's like, and like Jesus was standing there in my kitchen. And I hadn't seen him since my awakening in 2006. And he wrote me a beautiful letter. And after that session, and again, he initiated me when I was talking about all those dark forces. Was I talking about it here with the spiritual attack and how I began to build the program, but I didn't know that I was building the program and I was getting spiritually attacked entities, weapons, saboteurs, freaking all these like the weaponry that was used on me was fucking crazy. And I had to see them all to be able to release them, right? And then that's the beginning of where I learned to start releasing all these dark forces at once and started building the program. And once I was able to release curses, weapons, saboteurs, entities, freaking all these dark forces, I wonder if I have the list somewhere. I wonder. Anyway, learned how to release them all at once. Then I was in the bathtub not long after, and this was when I was also being told to quit my job. So I quit my job. I'd just been spiritually attacked, and I went and had a bath. I was guided to go and have a bath. I never really have baths, but at this time I was guided to go and have a bath. And I had my emotion code chart up on the toilet wall, like in the bathroom, next to the toilet, which was next to the bath. So I was releasing bulk emotions. And I was just kept doing that because I couldn't keep up. Like I was suffering that bad. Everything was just like pouring out of me and it had to be released, because if I didn't release it, then I was suffering extreme symptom, pain, emotional shit, just you name it. So I am in the bathtub fucking releasing everything at once, right? I like release it. Anyway, so they're like, so this voice in my head, right, crazy, said, you don't need that. Stop looking at that chart. I'm like, no, just kept doing it. Like being taken to all these different things, clearing and blah, blah. You don't need that. You don't need that. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking need that. Anyway, this thing that had been stuck up on the wall for so long, right? Like so many baths, right? Not just me, but, you know, my kids and stuff like that, right? Just at this time where I'm being told, no, you don't need that chart. You don't stop using that chart. It just fell off face down. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. Like, but then what? It's like, you don't need it. Use your mind. And they're saying, use your mind, right? It's Jesus is saying, use your mind. Use your mind. So I'm like, okay. So in my mind, I'm picturing this chart, right? But these words of emotions were popping up, right? So I'm like, oh, sweet. So I'm just like clearing all these emotions by bulk, not even using that chart anymore. The word was just popping up what I needed to release, right? And then at the time they're bringing up this, like the dark forces and stuff like that. So in the bath, I'm also, these things are being illuminated. Anyway, so these words came to me, love, love, love. And anyway, it was like Jesus was standing next to me, and all of a sudden, like my head has gone under, but it was because I did that, right? Because I felt I had to put my head under. And it was like I felt his hand on my head, not pushing me down, but it was like I made the choice. It was really weird. It was like I made the choice to put my head down, and I felt this hand. and I was under the water thinking, what the fuck is going on here? So that was when I was christened, right? That was this they're saying this, I'm seeing symbol, like this was this beginning, right? This initiation, okay, where I was christened and I began this purification process. And that is when, whoa, like the stuff that I began to heal and release from then, like I wasn't sticking to any old world way or technique. I was building something new. I was going through with my intuition, my inner tuition from Christ, right? That was the beginning of something amazing. And not long after, like I had some really hard lessons where there was this girl who I felt I really vibed with. I really liked her. She was really cool. And like I had this experience on the second day after my initiation where my Kundalini awoken and I was getting all these divine messages, right? And so I was just like, the only person that can that I feel would understand this is this person. So I rang this person and this person come over and dropped in and I showed her what I'd written down and she reacted in the exact opposite way that I thought she would. And like she was kind of a bitch, right? And she's like, I've been meditating with Christ consciousness for 3 months. Why does this happen to you and not me? Like I've been the one meditating, right? I didn't choose that shit, right? It just happened. Anyway, so that was a wow, seeing people's true colors. But this person too was very chronically sick. She had a lot of darkness, a lot of demons, a lot of things that we were working to, like I was happy to help her because again, it was one of those people that you just given to, you give out of the goodness of your heart. And then those people bite you and it's like, what? Like I thought we had this connection, right? I know I was, anyway, so anyway, and it's like a whirlwind from there. And through this inner tuition, we learnt that I was able to, it was like I was able to share this gift with others. And I remember I was on the phone to my mum, right? And I had given her this healing through this like I'd cleared a whole heap of shit. Like before it was like child's play what I was doing, like clearing things by bulk, clearing entities by bulk, clearing curses by bulk, all separate, right? All in this session was separate, right? That was just so, but this way I'm able to clear a laundry list of things by bulk all at once to bring this person's light up to 100 so they are actually clear at that moment. So it's just like, and I was on the phone to my mum and then this voice said to me, it was like a lesson. And it was like, so I didn't know, all right, so I'd connected to my mum and I cleared her this way, like with this new technique. And I was like, God, I was just like, couldn't believe it, right? But then when I was on the phone, I got asked to take her light scale and it was low, right? Because the session was probably the day before or something. I don't know. It was low, like it was really low. It was like 1 or something. There was a lot of darkness that had surfaced because this is it. Things, when you release things are going to surface straight away to take those places, okay? This is why we need to get this in the hands of, number one, healers and light workers, shadow workers, right? To be able to help them support their light, right? And again, use that membership portal as a way so we can all explore this together and just explore. So exciting. So anyway, I got told to like get her light scale. So I got her light scale and then I got told, it was like, okay, now ask her, don't connect to her, ask her to say love, love, love. Okay? Now just get off the phone and you can ring her back in a minute. And then, so that's what I was going to do. So I said, hey, sounds weird, but can you just say love, 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 right? And I'll ring you back in a minute and then I'll connect and see what your light scale is. Anyway, so her light scale was like I hadn't connected and cleared her. All I asked her to do was use these 3 words, right? Because I'd connected to her apparently and attuned her and given her this gift so she can do this herself, right? So this is what the attunement's about, and that's something that I will be sharing down the track with the chosen. And that's what the beings that have followed me on this journey, my students that have supported me this whole way, they have been receiving the newest upgrades, the newest attunements. So we're all on the same page. So anyway, so it was like that was that moment where I learnt that the people that I had connected to and cleared them in this way, they now had this gift. And I was like, what the fuck? So all like, and then, yeah, so it's just like that was the very beginning. So this is the way to Christ through healing. Okay, this is the way to Christ through Christ, and there's no other way on this planet, in this galaxy, this universe to do this but this way I'm sharing. Okay, so this is the only way to one. Okay, and I know that because it's been a fucking crazy 4 years, longer than 4 years, right, of walking this path. I've literally forged this path, right? They're saying because I'm the architect, right? I am this architect, this God head, right? I am the mother, the father, the Christ. I am Sophia. I am Christos. I am the one, the son, this golden child, they're saying. And I know I sound like a fucking crazy. I know how crazy I sound. I am very, very aware, right? But I've integrated all this shit. And I'm here to help you guys do this too. Like, join the membership portal and begin healing with this new frequency, and we can start exploring, and you guys use it unique to you and what you're into right now, because this is the beginning of building something new. So this is why it's really exciting for healers and light workers and shadow workers and beings that have been in that healing psychology, like doing all those different types of work in relation to the mind and consciousness expansion. Those beings that are working with Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden's teachings, all those, right? Using everything that they are, that they've experienced, their stepping stones, and then building something new with this frequency. This is all about evolution. This is your key to evolution. And you, number one, beginning to walk that path and remember who you are. But they're saying this architect, like, see who you are as this architect. That's it. And it's all about us, Rainbow Warrior. It's all about us doing our inner work, right? Like, that's how you access the truth, right? I'm here to share the freaking truth, right? From the Godhead for you to walk this path and tune into your truth and be divine. So Ange, yeah, she remembers the bulk release. Yeah, because Ange was even, with the old school way before my initiation. So she'd experienced emotion code, body code sessions with me. Yeah, and it was love, 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 light, 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 and clear, clear, clear. And when we used those words, it activated that program, and we've come so far from then. Like, I was a game changer where one of my students really said, hey Nadine, like, I can't remember, was it Tanya or Ange? It was someone about writing stuff down. And that's when shit really got amazing, because all of a sudden like when we wrote things down, we were healing these things on autopilot, right? So this, like, it was like, again, like they're saying spell, like spelling, right? Spelling, right? We were creating these healing programs for ourselves, right? And that's the power of the written word, they're saying, okay? Um, thank you, Aquila. It's like I sound like a crazy person sometimes, but I have the knowledge and the truth to back it up, right? Um, and that's a part of being on this journey, because there's a lot of people who will have these crazy ass awakenings, activations, and they go from 0 to 100, like I did in my awakening originally. I was plugged into the pleroma because I am this aeon, right? And so I was just being plugged into my truth and who I am, right? Like home. Like I was like, it was like literally I see them taking out a plug and just plugging me. Like it's just it's like unplugging the physical 3D Nadine and all of her shit, and like just it was like I'm just getting light body, like, and everything that I saw was sparkly and diamondy and more colors. Like it was crazy back then. Like when I had this awakening in 2006, it was like everything was sparkling and the colors were so bright. And I was just experiencing these divine beings, like even at the Macca's checkout. Like I remember going to Macca's, and for some reason I was just seeing the divinity in this person that was serving me. It was crazy. It was so weird. Um, but like there's a lot of beings that are in the realm of separation, and they're plugged into a certain frequency band, but they haven't done the work to integrate, to actually understand everything in that frequency. So they seem like they're a little bit fucking cuckoo, psychosis, spiritual psychosis, they're saying. It's like, but all these things, light and dark, all these they're lessons. They're just lessons, right? So when I was going through that time where I was being hugely spiritually attacked, I was suffering. I had satellites on my head absorbing EMF into my body, and my nervous system was like, just like, it was like I felt so sick and dizzy, and my heart was palpitating. Released that thing and released that satellite dish, and then that went away. But then something else came, and it was like this afternoon where I'm suffering in hell. Like I was suffering. And thank God, like obviously it wouldn't have happened if I couldn't handle it, because it was a lesson, right? It was just that part of the lesson, the book, right? Where I had to go through that because I had to release and I had to learn the hard way, right? That's how God teaches us. Like you, Christ, like that's how Christ is teaching you, okay? Through light and dark, because Christ is the all, okay? So using these negative and positive forces in order to teach us so we can deeper align, okay? That's it. They just say all humanity are fixed in separation, duality, this, and it's not dark isn't bad, right? Because if, again, they take me back to that Sophia. If Sophia didn't have that thought, why did she have the thought? Because the Godhead, Christ, it was just like, okay, let's fucking have some fun here, right? Let's create something, right? And she created this. Again, they're saying this story. This is his story. This is his story. This archon that created other archons, that created demons, that created these dark forces, these galactic races, these reptilians, these Anunnaki, all these different storylines, they've all stemmed from that creator being. And we have been trapped in this creator being's trap. And we have been fueling this, his story, right? Because we don't know how to tune into our own story and be a creator. We don't know how to tap into our creator force. That was you. Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was you, Tanya. Yeah. Yeah. So you two are both probably pivotal in that, because like I've been one of those beings who in the past wouldn't write things down. I would never have a journal or anything like that, because I just I used to have a diary in high school, but it was so full of bullshit. Just oh my god, God, I think I freaking burnt that because it was so embarrassing. I'm like, oh my god, that's cringy. I don't want anyone getting a hold of that. Crushes and stuff like that. Yeah, but I've never been, you know how like certain teachers and that will say keep a journal, do that thing where you write a story to manifest things, and I just couldn't do that. I was just like so it did take some convincing for me to start to record things, and that's the foundation of what we do really now. So if it wasn't for Tanya, but again, source, God, Christ operates through all, and we are all one. And as crazy as it seems, like Ange, Tanya, you who is watching, we are one. Like you're me and I'm you. Like you are creating this. Like this is possible because of you, the observer, right? And the fact that you're seeing this means that you have a choice. Are you a chosen? Right? Do you choose to join this mission? Do you choose to support this mission? Do you choose to at least be open to it, something new? Or do you stay fixed in the Antichrist program and not know who you are and be controlled by these puppet masters, right? Because that's all you are, this puppet master, controlled, using these beliefs, these negative emotions, all these dark force programs, implants, weapons. Oh my God, like all these different galactic. I'm just seeing this inorganic matrix structure, like using and harnessing the force, like connecting, using this solar system, the moon, right, to be able to keep you where you're at, controlled. I'm just seeing lunar forces. All right, don't get started with the conspiracies in and around the moon, because we know it. That's one truth, but there's a much deeper truth to the moon. The moon has been heavily covered in these matrix deception programs. To even if you are aware of one of the levels of truth, it's a very low frequency truth in relation to the moon, right, and the moon chains and all those sort of things, and so the moon there's a lot of deception around that moon, a lot of negativity, right? But there's so much truth. Like it's all about this sun and this moon, this masculine, this feminine, right, coming together, and it's a part of this ascension as well. Okay. So I'm a Cancer, right? The moon. My divine counterpart, Cancer, the moon. 6, the 9. Oh, we've got 9 people watching and 6 likes. If you haven't pressed the like button, guys, press that like button. Let's get 9, 9. Let's get that crystal spiral. That number 9, that symbol of creation. Because we are in this reality, and it's amazing. Like it's amazing. Like I'm just saying archetype, like this simulation that we have constructed. Now spirit can be in this body and explore this realm. And that's always been the case, but the amount of spirit that can actually be housed in this body is very little because of all the separation and the blockages, okay? So right now, humans are in this old world system that's connected to the 6, right? The Antichrist program, okay? So the Antichrist is, again, the 6 is symbolic for the Antichrist, Satan 666, right? Only because it's in that symbol where the truth is illuminated. For those that look outside the box, right? Again, it's all about the 69. Yes, I am a little bit inappropriate sometimes. But so let's do it in, they want to do it in blue. 6, 6, 6. I don't know. It's like a directional flow. So the 6, 6, 6, 6, right? The Antichrist that goes opposite to Christ, right? So matter, physical, right? Becoming more and more separate. Think of that fractal, right? This is all, that's it. This is all in relation to science, physics, maths. This is like how creation illuminates the truth to us through these symbols, through flows of energy, vibration, right? Sound, right? And the word, like these things that we write down, that's it. That's what we're saying, that words cast spells. So that's it. Things we think, things we say about ourselves, things that we say about others, that affects our vibration. It affects our frequency. It affects our ability to create. And even if we are like, there's so many beings, like they'll say these positive affirmations. It's like you can say something all you like, but if it's still within you and you haven't done the healing, that's not going to do anything. Okay. There's so many matrix traps that have been created to keep you not knowing who you are. And it's not to say those things don't work. Everything's going to work unique to you and unique to your lessons, okay? So if you're like, oh my God, like I manifest my $2 million house, like doing manifestation and affirmations, and that's you, that's your truth, okay? But there's so much more to discover. So if you're going to stick your one way, if you're going to stick to that one way and just like say everything else is wrong and affirmations is right, well, good luck to you, but you're going to be forever fixed into that program and that way, that consciousness, right? That consciousness spiral, they're saying. So I'm here to share the way to Christ, which is the 9. This 9 is that number of creation, right? So it's going up that way, right? This is the path to 1, okay? Crystal, spiral, Christ is a directional flow, all right? Right? That's the spelling for that flow of energy, right? So the spiral of creation, the crystal spiral. Now there's no way to access that path except through myself and my portal, right? So if you are for this journey, you'll do what it takes and you'll take that leap of faith. If not, have fun in the old world, right? I'm here to find those warriors, those chosen ones who operate through faith, what little faith humanity still has left, right? Those beings that are willing to push past their beliefs. And they're just showing me that spiritual attack that I was under and how I didn't stop. And I just kept, well, I had to, otherwise I was fucking suffering like nothing else, right? But it was like I had to just keep healing and I had to create a new way. If I got stuck in the way that I learned how to do this, the old world way, through that particular teacher, if I just stuck to his way like so many other of his students do, they stuck to his way and they did not go deviate from that, right? So if I got stuck in his way, his truth, his, God knows I freaking would have died. I would have died. Like, it was that bad, all right? But I followed my intuition, my inner tuition, right? And I just kept like trying to save myself, right? And that's it. Like, tuning into the now moment, following my heart, my sacred heart. Is that why he came through all Catholic style before, showing his sacred heart and shit? But again, Liam, yeah, my grandmother's statue, that was at her old house. I reckon that statue must have broke when she moved, because it's a very early memory of this statue. Anyway, everything happened the way that it was meant to happen divinely for me and my journey. And I was just following my instinct. If I didn't know, I was fucking suffering, and I was suffering really bad, right? And even when I didn't follow my instinct, when I was told, you don't need that chart on the wall, Nadine, when I was in the bath, you don't need that chart, you don't need that chart, stop using that chart. And I just kept using it, it fell over, right? And then I was taught a brand new crazy freaking thing, and the words are just popping up, and I'm releasing those by bulk. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm suffering in a certain way, and then all of a sudden these dark force things are popping up. And this is where I started to put the pieces together. After that was when, this beginning of this magical program, this gift that I was given because it was my birthright. Like, I incarnated from these God realms. I am the one, right, that came here to, what is that? Oh, I'm thinking, what is that? It's like pen, like ink. So I incarnated to do this, and I've walked this path. I've integrated all that shit. I've anchored it. I've embodied it. I am it. So I'm speaking on it because I want to set you guys free. And in this role, like, that's what I mean. There's a lot of people fixed into this Antichrist program, right? That they've lost all hope. They've lost faith. They're just like in these programs, these matrix programs, and they're just following an old way. And they're like, no, I swear to God, I'm going to get friggin' zapped up to heaven soon. I've been so loyal. I've done everything that good book said, right? But that good book is flawed for your demise, okay? But with access to the portal, the new way, you can use that book and things that are taught to you, or things that you have attached your energy to, certain passages, certain truths written in that Bible, right? Or whatever other religious text, whatever. You can input that thing that's popping into your mind, and I don't know any Bible passages, I'm sorry, but you can write on that and clear that. And this is where it takes all of us working together, because I don't have any insight in relation to the Bible. I don't know, there used to be ones in the hotel room when we used to go traveling, like when I was a kid, never read it, right? So that's not part of my plan to be able to free the beings that, like, so this is where it takes beings from all angles. This is where there's no judgment to you where you have come from or where you have been. It doesn't matter who you are, because we are all one. So it's up to you to make the choice, to take the leap, to be able to join us, right? To join my membership and walk through that portal, or show up and watch these free streams, press the like button for you to receive whatever way that, because we've all incarnated for different things. There's beings, this is like a movie, right? So there's the big the Hollywood actors, right? And there's the beings that are just extras, okay? So this is the being stepping up and becoming a star. This is the path for you, right? Becoming the moon, the sun, becoming that star, right? And shining your freaking light. This is us exploring and discovering who we are as a universe in ourselves, right? And becoming the creator of our reality. Using the system, the dark system, against itself, so we can free, so we can dismantle, and so we can free the enslaved, okay? Because there's a lot of people, especially fixed in religion and just in every matrix trap. Like there's so many people in Doreen Cannon matrix traps that are fully believing in the 5D and all that. She's cool, right? I'm not saying she's not cool, right? But have you noticed there's a lot of beings that preach 5D stuff that are very famous? There's a lot of beings that preach starseed stuff and they're very famous. They have a lot of followers. That's because of the deception programs around them. Because, all right, if those guys believe that 5D is all it is, well then fucking sweet, right? They're not seeing the actual truth. Like when they're in 5D, they are still very much fixed in that inorganic matrix trap. They are still working for the dark, working in separation, right? So we have all these beings that are like, I'm in 5D, I'm 5D, this 5D, that 5D, 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 right? And I've been there too. This is why I can share this, okay? It's like you've got to walk through that stargate, right? And this 11, right, is that stargate, and it's a part of this creational blueprint, right? And begin to receive those codes from Christ, the number 12, right, to be able to move from the realm of separation to wholeness, unity, that beginning of this 12-strand DNA, okay? Because your DNA and the programs contained within your DNA, right, is controlled, okay? You are this, they're saying AI, right? You are this AI because your DNA has been tampered with, okay? So moving on, what I need to do is share this template of creation to activate your 12-strand DNA so you can walk through that stargate, embody Sophia, and be one with Christ, okay? Move from separation to unity, okay? So Christ, crystal clear, absolutely. I love that, Aquila. It is crystal clear. Like this is the crystal core of creation, the core of creation, right? This is Christ. This is the crystalline grid. This is that transformation, that metamorphosis, right? Where beings, I'm just seeing this blue butterfly, like the emoji. This is moving, like this is just you walking this path of Christ, okay? So the portal is there so you guys can begin to heal. So you guys, when this does become available, will be considered, right? Because it's up to those beings that choose, that do the inner work. We're not going to give this 12-strand DNA, this template of creation, to beings who are just fucking sitting there doing nothing, expecting, like those entitled children. Like, fuck off, right? So many entitled kids these days. Oh, I think we should have it because light is free and we are the light. So we should automatically be given this blessing without having to do anything. Like we are God's children. So give it to me. Like, fuck off, right? It's like you need to do the inner work to heal yourself, to purify your vessel. All right. This is the army of God. Okay. This isn't the army of everyone gets everything that they freaking want just on a silver platter just because they want it. No. And I'm a bit of a tough mum, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm a tough mum. You know, but that's the way that it is. That is the truth of one. That is the truth from Christ. That's it. It's like it's like It's like the mother, the father, divine sacred union, the Christ, the one, right? The Godhead. So, you know, when Jesus has said, you know, I am God, yeah, he is God. Like, he's the Son, he is God, he is a God, right? I am a goddess. I said that on my TikTok before. I was like, you know, I'm a God, right? That's my God because that's me, right? I am the aspect of, you know, anyway. And someone said goddess. I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm a female in this life, right? I'm a goddess, right? So I have embodied. I am this God incarnate, this goddess incarnate. Well, there is no gender. It's just, like I said, the Godhead is male, female. It is the child, right? It's that the union of both those polarities, the child, the union of. Isn't it funny how it's like 69, like the male, the female, the two different polarities, right? I want you to see the truth, the beauty that is creation. I mean, it's in plants and nature and everything, right? It's in the fetus, in the woman's womb, right? It's this creation, right? So I want all those freaking powerful, powerful beings who think outside the box, those beings that study all these different ancient traditions, all those beings that just have a thirst for knowledge, that just want to know the meaning of life. Like, they want to see through the eye of God. They want to connect to God and actually know the truth for themselves, because the truth is that they can only access the truth themselves, that truth that is unique to them, to step into their God status. So this is where we're at, guys. This is the ascension. This is you making the choice to align your energy with something that is going to serve you, right? This is you making the choice to take that leap of faith to begin your cosmic lessons, okay? Seeing a broader vision, a broader way, right? So I brought up Dolores Cannon, and there's a lot of people who talk about 5D, 5D, 5D starseeds, galactic lives, all these different things. Like, that's child's play, okay? Because that's not the truth of what you are. They're just different, like, incarnations. And there's way more to that. There's so much more. And I know that's triggering, all right? I know that's triggering. But you are a star. You are a seed of God. Do you choose to stay fixed in that old, outdated program? Or do you choose to align and connect to the crystal spiral, to use everything that is in use everything that you have learned, and use all those things that you have learned through Dolores, right? Or through your starseed explorations, to set you free to become a star. Okay, so this is the choice, this is the path, this is the journey, this is the discovery, this is evolution, this is truth. Like, this is you being open, because if you're not open, I'm just going to trigger the fuck out of you, and you're going to see you're going to see all the blockages that are, all those walls that are keeping you imprisoned, right? Because what I say goes against. And what I say, like, I use these examples like religion. I use examples like spirituality. Right now I'm using an example like Dolores Cannon, right? To illuminate certain pitfalls and traps that you may be stuck in, right? All I can do is speak the truth and hope that you are open enough to take a step back and say, oh, all right, let's explore this. That's all I'm asking. So where are we? Equila. God is a spirit, and those who worship must worship in spirit. and in truth. I do not subscribe to any religion. Who's John? Is that like John the Baptist? I don't know. Or is he one of the disciples? I don't know. See, I don't freaking know, right? I do know a little bit about John the Baptist because he's been on the same path as me, right? But apart from John, I don't know, all right? Because that's it. We need to go within. That's where they're saying kingdom, like go within. Like that is the way. I'm just saying the word kingdom. Anyway, there's so much for you guys to learn and to do. But by me speaking my truth and sharing this, we will find the ones that are chosen, and we will, this is it, the chosen are the ones that are going to join my membership and begin to be a coder, right, and begin to input, right, to input and to begin to freaking dismantle, right. I have no control over anything. I've learnt that. All I can do is speak my truth and speak the truth through Christ, so other beings can find their way to Christ through Christ, because right now I'm the living embodiment of Christ. I know, sounds crazy. And I've got the knowledge to prove it, guys. And things that I've shared with you guys is just the tip of the iceberg, right? In the membership, you guys get much deeper truth because you guys are investing in that. You're supporting me and we're supporting one another, and we're able to access a much deeper truth, a much deeper message, okay? This is all about the message from Christ. This is the message from God, right? And this is why the whole God thing is questionable, because without the knowledge, like if I'm talking about God, right, people will think, oh, God, and instantly their mind will connect to that matrix program, Yahweh, Jehovah, or the God in the Bible, or this God, that God. And they're actually, when they're doing that, they're attaching and they're lowering their frequency, okay, because they are attaching to a matrix program that has been heavily infiltrated by the dark in order to siphon, harvest, to take your light, your power, right? So this is why I have a lot of fears in sharing what I share, because I need to share through and share in the most profound way as to not make it possible that you guys are connecting to those old programs. So this is why it's really important that you guys show up whenever I'm doing free streams. Connect to my TikTok. I haven't been making videos lately because this is requiring a huge amount of work right now, energetically, like it's crazy. So connect to my socials, subscribe, to this channel. Join me in the moment when I'm going live, right? Because every week you will see, because I am on this ascension still, and I'm still coming to my own, right? And remembering who I am as Christ, as Yeshua, as Jesus, as every freaking consciousness fractal of source there is, right? It's crazy. So I need to, so this is why, show up, guys, like show up, press that like button, do the absolute hand pose, right? Do these things, join our membership and begin healing, okay? Become a coder of this reality, become a coder of Christ, they're saying. Align your energy. The more you invest, the more you receive. It's as simple as that, okay? So like I said, when you're joining this, if you wish to heal, to receive, press the like button. You want to receive more? Share this live. Share the word, right? Connect to those social profiles, because I am this energy, this force upon this planet. And when beings connect to me, right, they're not actually connecting to me because I have my energetic boundaries. I am energetically protected to the fucking hills because I am Christ, okay? So this is why it's very careful if there's people that are monitoring spirits, people that are watching this and they're casting ill will thoughts. Guess what, guys? You're going to cop that shit straight back at you, okay? And you're going to be suffering because of your ill will thoughts, okay? So be very careful. I'm just giving you a word of warning because I know there's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of beings that are fixed into their beliefs and they do not sway, and they just cite the old word, cite it because they just want to be fucking protected by God, but they don't realize that they're just in a trap, right? So what you give, you're going to receive. So that goes, if there's people watching this and you're just total hateful spirits, dark spirits monitoring this and just seeing this progress, or you just you're blinded by your own beliefs and you're like, you know, because again, what you see is what you are, okay? So be very mindful. This is why it's very important to be very open, okay? And be very careful how you think. Okay, because your thoughts can be used against you, especially if they are very hateful thoughts, or if they are trying to prevent some sort of change on this planet. If you are working and playing around with dark magic and all that bullshit, like that's going to get returned to you. Okay, so I'm protected, and that's the thing. Like all the beings that align with my energy, I offer that protection to them as well, because we are here. I am this new, I'm just saying world. They're saying the new world. So it's like, I want to help you, and I don't care who you are, and I don't care if you've been a hater. I don't care. I want to help you heal. They're showing me the word heal and hate, and the difference in the spelling. I don't know. I don't know why they've written that down. Maybe that's a lesson for me to unlock, or maybe I just need to put that down on my record. So every time I do one of these streams, or I do a membership stream and we get images, I put that straight into my record so I can clear on it to get the deepest truth on that. Because this is it. Every single person on this planet is my child, and that's coming from Christ, right? And we are all divine, okay? So it's very important to really, it's the beliefs, right? Those beliefs, those lies that you are fixed in, okay? Again, all right. Okay, it's these lies. The word belief, it's these lies you are fixed in, and the hate that you feel, or is what needs to be released. Okay, the triggers that I bring out in you are things that need to be released, because these are all lies. These are all, they're saying, black magic spells. They are all keeping you fixed into this antichrist, anti-life program. Okay, so this is it. They're saying be light. Like, okay, so this is, we need to all right, we need to be life, okay, and see through the eyes of creation and not through the blinders. Okay, look at that shift. That's what you are. You are life. You are not your beliefs. Pretty profound, isn't it? So these, you know, these written words, these spells have been cast against us, and the truth is right in front of us. Okay, so this is all about us accessing the truth, right, and seeing the deception, seeing through deception, right? It's your beliefs that imprison you. This is the truth from Christ, okay? Be life, right? Join us, okay? Join us on this path of creation, this path to the cosmic core of creation, this path to Christ. Align your energy, okay? Don't be cast in hate just because it doesn't align with your beliefs, because your beliefs, the lies, are keeping you imprisoned and enslaved. Okay? Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And isn't it amazing? Like, this is Christ comes through and has these little truths, so you can see a little bit deeper into through the eye of this creator, this archetypal frequency of the one. Like this again, they're bringing up that Sophia had a thought to create, right? The mother ark, right? She had this thought to create. Why did she think that thought? Because it was just meant to be, right? Everything that has happened has been meant to be. There are no mistakes. It's this organized chaos. It's like, it looks like it's chaos, right? But the reason it feels like that is because of the frequencies contained within, because of the demons we house within, the separation, the energetic blockages. They all cause this symptom: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual symptoms. It's our beliefs, that number one matrix separation program, that causes all of that. So that is why you need to take the step back and be open to the possibility of something new. That is the only way that you will evolve and begin this journey to Christ. Okay? It's big. It's so big. At least I'm not wiping that pen, or I keep wiping my nose, because when I'm releasing the old, I get itchy noses, and right now my sinuses are so blocked because of the new information, the upgrades that I've had, pushes out all the old shit, and then I suffer, right? At least the really painful crown that I was having, that's not as painful anymore. But again, who knows? The crown of thorns that I'm releasing from all of you guys right now in speaking this truth, okay? Humanity, again, okay. Oh, plot twist. All right, hang on. Oh, Jesus, I love you. You funny bastard. All right. And when I say that, I mean me, because, hey, so weird. But it's like my future self. Christ, right? Christ. Like, this is like the all one. This is the actual. It's funny because it's like there's so many beings right now that are saying we're all one, but it's like, yeah, you've said that because you've read it in a book and it's the truth, right? But no, you're not, because you're still fixed in separation. You're on the Antichrist program. So there's so many reasons why you're not one, but we are one. It's weird. It's like anyway. So it's like, this is the actual journey and the unfolding of what it looks like to be one. Like, and it's been, whew. and that's the thing. Like, part of you guys joining this journey with me means you get to see what I've been through. Like, this is my story, her story. This isn't his story anymore. This is her story, creating something new. Okay, unplugging ourselves, releasing ourselves from his history, his story. That archon, releasing, like, he's there, I'm there, I'm him. I'm it all, right? I'm all these different fractals of source because I am in this frequency. I am source. Okay. I'm Christ. I'm the sun. It's just a fucking mind fuck. But this is why we need to integrate these things. Like I wouldn't have been able to, this is why being in the moment and being present and being authentic is so important. Okay. Again, being in the now, they're saying, and authentic. Being in the now and being authentic, right? That's the most important things. I wouldn't have dreamed of saying this a few months ago, right? And even if I did say it a few months ago, I wouldn't have been honoring myself because it wouldn't have been authentic because I hadn't embodied that. I hadn't anchored Sophia's frequency yet fully, right? So I'm still in this phase of becoming. And as I'm on this journey, like I get to share this truth with you guys each week. Again, April 9th, they've said is this pivotal part, like this reclamation, this resurrection of Christ. So I'm still not there yet, but we're in that frequency. I'm 100% anchored, Sophia. They won't tell me how much I've anchored Christos, but I know it's not 100% yet. But they won't tell me. I'm being nosy, but they won't tell me. So it's like so many things have to happen in a particular order, and I just have to be in the now moment and just do what I have to do, right? To be able to receive this so I can share this. And I don't answer to anyone except myself, right? I need to be authentic, right? I need to honor myself, okay? There's been far too, oh God, where I didn't honor myself, where I just did things to please others, right? I did things out of fear of what others may think. I did things because I didn't want to speak my truth because people would think I'm so crazy, right? You know, and these are all things that we all go through, okay? So this is where we understand that everything is you. It's a time to tune in to you, go within, learn how to use this intuition through Christ to be able to, they're saying, be a coder of this reality and begin the transformation of the planet, of ourselves and the planet, okay? This is what humanity have been waiting for. All those beings that have been pigeonholed in different matrix programs, religious, spiritual, new age, you know, you name it. Everything, like 5D programs, you know, false ascension, everything, like, because everything you guys are operating through separation, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so now is the truth where all those beings get to see the light and make the choice whether to take it or leave it. Like, I'm just here, I'm the portal for this. I'm Christ, and I'm here to share the truth from Christ and creation, teach you how to tap into your creative force, harness your force, your power, take back that light to create, to align, right? That's all I'm here. I'm your mum, right? I'm your mum. It's like, you know, are you going to be a naughty little child and rebel? I'm sure my mum would. Yes, my mum, she's like, yes, I used to be a very naughty little child and I used to rebel. I was very naughty. But I had a lot of demons to battle because it's just become very apparent to me over the last month or so that, you know, the things that people have been casting against me, and not just Nadine personally, but the being that was going to come to save, to trigger this new ascension cycle, this new aeon, okay? I am Sophia, Christos, this aeonic pairing, where Sophia gets to move back into this one, and she needs to do it through you, okay? So let's see, like, as more join our army of light and align with the free streams, the press like, the press share. I keep going on about this because I cannot express like how important it is, right, for you to be able to receive. Because right now, you guys are connected up to a shit ton of programs that are pulling that light out of you. And I need to be able to get you, right, to be able to try and help you heal, right? And if there's people from all around the world, okay, this is a global effort. And I understand there are people that are living in, you know, very in poverty right now, okay? They chose to be there, okay? But they can, if they're watching these streams, if they're showing up for themselves, if they're pressing that like button, if they're sharing this, they are able to receive, and it doesn't cost them a cent because they are using their energy, their intention, their mind. They are consciously connecting and aligning to this energy, okay? So they are there for a reason. They're doing what they're doing for a reason, okay? They also have the new teachings that we share about. It's 7/7 now, like legs. 7 likes, 7 people watching. I come back and I check on these lives and I see how many likes there are. And I notice that when I go off live, that hardly anyone likes it. So if you're watching the replay, press that freaking like button, okay? The more you guys give to me, the more I can give to you, okay? And I have had these very hard lessons where I'm not going to give you shit if you're going to just expect stuff. If you're going to take stuff, I've had people taking shit from me all my life, right? Because I didn't value myself, okay? So this is a pure law of one, cosmic rule of creation. You give what you get, okay? So, and I'm not going to dim my light because that doesn't serve humanity. That doesn't serve this plan. And I need to teach you guys to see your worth, okay, and put your boundaries up and release those things that no longer serve, okay? Go through your social medias. That's a big, that's one of those physical things that you guys have where you are actually connecting your energy to so much shit. You are actually consenting to having your lights siphoned. Okay, get rid of all those old groups. Join my Facebook group, okay? Again, I'm pretty silent in that, but that group is receiving healing whether they know it or not, okay? And the more beings in my Facebook group that interact and support and show love and the more they receive. They're saying this, it's this interaction, okay, of all of us working as one. We need to become this fine oiled machine, okay? And it doesn't cost money. It costs money to join my membership. Hell yeah, because I actually have to fucking heal the people in there. Like, it's like they're connecting to my energy, right? So I have to heal because we're one, right? Them, okay? So that's why, like, there's a monetary gain, because I will not drain my light anymore. I will not give people free healing. I won't let people connect to my energy, or I won't connect to their energy if there isn't an equal exchange. No fucking way, okay? So this is why we do what we do. This is the truth, and this is how it all works, because this is the law of one. This is the cosmic laws of creation. This is this infinity. Again, that number 8, the way to create, okay? This is totally new, okay? This is from our creator, okay? So this is the way it works. If the more you invest in this, right, in the Christ collective, they're saying, this new world, the more you invest, the more you align your energy to this and the portals that I have created, the more you will receive. Okay? So this is why, yeah, again, it's very important. Just be very open-minded, and also to really utilize that light in the most effective way. Go through all those Facebook friends who you haven't talked to in 20 years that really used to be a dick to you, but you just can't. Oh, I'll just leave them there because we did have that good time back in the day. Fuck them off, right? All the Facebook groups that you don't resonate with anymore, get rid of them, right? The pages, go through all the pages you like. And wow, when I did that, that was an eye-opener, because the person we are now is not the person we were 10 years ago, okay? That we are creators. We are ready to create something new, and we cannot create something new if we are tied to old programs, okay? So this is where you need to get really, like, this is how the dark works, and this is how the inorganic matrix structure works, by having you tied to these old programs. And again, the social media aspect is just a very it's a symbol of that. Like, there's so many things that we're tied to, that we give our energy to, okay, that aren't serving us, because we're here to create something new. We are here to step into Christ. We aren't here to hold on to the past, okay? We need to release that, to rise, okay, to become one. Now, we've got 8 people watching, 7 likes. If you've just jumped on, press that like button. Let's see if we can make it 8-8. Because all these numbers, we are in this mathematical reality. The physical form is just an illusion, okay? So Christ, God, source, creation uses the external reality and uses these symbols, these numbers, these words to communicate certain messages, right? So Rainbow Warrior, you've had another big color, friends. Yeah, and one of the important things to do too is, for those beings in my membership, is to write those people down on your record, okay? Because names hold frequencies and very powerful healing, because we want to we want to release all those things energetically that are still, because we can cut them off on a friend on Facebook, okay? But we are 99.99999% energy. How many curses, how many weapons, how many this, how many beliefs, how many emotions are still, connecting us, right? Energetically. So this is why members, that portal is incredibly powerful for you guys, because that's the only way you can do it, through the portal, okay? But in the very basic terms, like, we work with what we have, all right? And everyone is here where they are for a reason. The beings that walk through that portal and become a member, and the people that don't, it doesn't matter, because you chose to incarnate and play a role, okay? You may be one of the haters I've come across that just taught me some really hard lessons, and I was like, fuck, right? But you made me who I am today, okay? Even though you taught through darkness and you're a friggin' dick, right? And you really made me question myself, right? You have made me stronger, right? So all these people, all these things in our environment, in our reality, in our external, all hold powerful keys, okay? And you join us where you feel, how you feel guided. If you wish to heal, come and join the membership portal. Yeah, because right now it's interesting, because I'm going live weekly here right now in the membership. I don't know what's happening next month, but monthly. But really, in my heart, I want to give to those that are supporting me, like, in this physical realm, like, because money is energy, okay? And I'm sick of my kids telling me to go and get a job because we can't afford, the basics, right? So it's like, but this is a lesson that I've had to learn, and this is the authentic me, right? This is like, I've done this because I've incarnated to do this. I have done all this to myself in order to get to the end goal, okay? And when I am ready and energetically able to support more people, then naturally people are going to come and join that portal, okay? And it's not going to happen before. So right now, I need to honor that process, right? My son just said that the other day. It's like, go and get a job and get off the computer. It's like, hello, I'm working. I'm not like sitting there playing Fortnite all afternoon. Like, I am building something for our future, for the future of your children, like for the future of humanity. Like, and he's just like, shut up. That's so like, he's a beautiful kid, but like sometimes he gets frustrated, you know, when I just don't have the money or I don't have the means to, you know, when I haven't shopped in a week, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, oh, there's never anything to eat in this house, you know, so yeah, so it does have a bit of a ripple effect. But in the long run, like we need to go through this suffering in order to create, we need to shed, and we need to use those things in our external reality, those experiences, those themes that are coming up, to be able to heal on them, to become stronger. Okay, so it's like, yeah, and right now, you know, I see a lot of people, I have manifested this and this is how I did it, and rah, 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 right? That's not the lessons I'm going through right now. The lessons I'm going through is I'm still struggling, but I'm doing this out of love. And I know that if I keep walking this path, it's going to change the world. Okay. So simple as that. I'm doing it out of the good of my own heart. And I've been bitten fucking many times. Okay. And that hasn't made me give up. So if there's beings like you, like me, right, that have been treated like shit, right, because you've been punished for that heart, that it's not, yeah, I'm saying the word punish. It's a punish. It is. But Christ, that's there to set us free, to heal on. And everything that you do, right, may just be showing up and pressing that like button. That's powerful. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm Christ and I'm healing for all. Okay? So what that means is that, hang on, let me. Because I understand all the light workers, the healers, all those authentic beings, right? You guys are probably in the same boat as me, right? You know, these beings are in this huge amount of lack, huge amount of scarcity, huge amount of poverty, because the darkness has set up those programs to keep us down. Okay, so it's the true chosen, the true 144 that really are suffering and struggling. But they're also both sides of the spectrum. We have true chosen, true 144 that are there making a fucking mozza, right? And they're making a mozza because they're following their purpose, right? And they are you know what I mean? So it depends on the person. It depends on how your cosmic Christ self wants to teach you and the things that you have to release frequency wise. So it doesn't matter if you are in deep scarcity, if you're fucking rich as fucking whatever. We need you guys, because those beings that are making a mozza on social media, serving beings, they're still operating through separation, right? They're still operating the wrong way, but they're having amazing results. And imagine if those beings come into this membership and begin coding and creating their own personal healing plans that are going to freaking skyrocket the results that they can give, right? And serve way more people, but also code that in the system to set all those beautiful chosen ones, those 144, free to receive that abundance that they are owed, right? We have worked our fucking asses off, okay? And sometimes it really, really, it's difficult because I'm still, you know, and it's like, I just wish people knew what I have done, right? But again, that comes from ego. It comes from Nadine having to struggle and suffer and not see any light, right? Well, I do see so much fucking light, right? But it's like in the physical realm. It's like I've done so much for the last 4 years and touched so many lives in doing so. And I'm here to open the door, and I have the keys so we can all anchor heaven on earth. Like, there's so much that I've done, right? But it's like, well, fucking why am I still suffering? Why are my kids still telling me to go and get a job? You know, why don't I have, you know, it's just like I'm just saying end. Like, there is an end to it. I know. But right now, in this moment when we're suffering, it's very difficult, isn't it? Like, oh, Duck, that is so fucking funny. That's amazing. So I literally just got a reading telling me I was going to work with the light forces and live like Jesus yesterday. Isn't it amazing? And it's all these little connections, these little synchronicities, right? And I'm the biggest skeptic. And I've built this program on being a skeptic because I've had to prove this to myself. And it's all about being this spiritual scientist, right? So this is it, aligning with this energy, this frequency. I speak for Christ. Jesus is just one little blip on the radar, right? So again, we're coming back to Jesus. And that statue. Because his truth is he was a healer, okay? So now we get to see what is involved on this ascension path. Like, there's so many beings who will decode the ascension, right? There was I don't have Gaia anymore, but I used to, and there was a series, and it was Ascension Keepers, and I watched some of those. And so we have this William Henry, and he decodes all this stuff. And for quite some time, I was resonating with him. And so all those ascension seekers, right? So I'm an ascension keeper, right? So I have the keys to your ascension and the keys to truth for you to do what Jesus did, to do what freaking Mother Mary did, Buddha did, Isis did, like all those ascended masters. They're saying Buddha, Christ, right? To do so this is it. This is what we are. We are these divine infinite minds, and this is all about decoding and understanding and learning and growing and evolving and knowledge at the end of the day, right? So, but it all stems from here, and you are going to receive these cosmic Christ lessons. You are going to receive these little synchronicities, these little things. You're like, oh my God, that's like a coincidence. But it's in this coincidence that Christ works. It's in this synchronicity that Christ works. There are no such thing as coincidence, because it is just that, the co, right? That is Christ, okay? So the Christ collective and your personal Christ, okay? The one. And these things you will notice in showing up for these lives, for joining, if you join the membership, however you choose to align your energy through whatever means, portals that I've created, the Facebook group, my YouTube, my TikTok, right? Joining my mailing list on my website, all those different ways, right? Pressing like on this, pressing like on my Facebook post, sharing a Facebook post, all these different avenues that I've created for you to receive light. Like, you are supporting me and you're supporting the mission. So it's not all about money, because we can give and receive. It's all about this energetic. Okay, they're bringing something up. Okay. So energetic giving and receiving. So money is energy, time is energy, right? So my friend that introduced me to doTERRA, she has just launched this app, right? And it's called Barter Days. And I'm not, she doesn't even know I'm saying this, but it's something that again, illuminates that energy exchange, right? So trading, right? And it fits into, like, it just fits into this whole lesson, okay? And they were showing me that app, right? Barter Days app. Barter Days app. I don't know. I'll put a link in the comments. If anyone has the link, put it in the comments. And it's the same idea, energy exchange. So going back to those days of bartering, right? Where, like, so this is what they're bringing up, this energetic, it's the same thing. So when I'm saying press like, press share this live, or, you know, whatever, like, it's the same thing. It's energy. Again, money is the physical, I think I'm making a big breakthrough here. Is the physical manifestation of this, right? So money is energy, right? Right now, many spiritual beings, chosen ones, 144, have been crippled in the money department, right? Because, you know, it's just one of those things that need to go. We need to release, we need to clear all those dark magic spells, those things that have been created through dark to keep us unawares of who we are, to keep us limited, rah, 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 right? You know, all these different countries that, you know, some countries are very abundant, some places are very abundant, while other areas are poverty stricken, right? So it's just like, so we can still receive this light of Christ, okay? And it doesn't cost a cent. And we all have these powerful abilities, and we can change someone else's world. Like, you know, so trading energy, right? Our time, instead of, you know, so what they're basically saying is trade, right? Energy exchange. That's what they're saying. So that's why this Barter Days app has come up, because it's obviously divine, and it's really taking away the power from those forces that seek to control, because we all have very valuable gifts. Again, they're saying someone's trash is another one's treasure. Like, you know, and a big thing that we need to do is give to receive, okay? And something that I've done for many, many, many years is just give to, like, the op shops, right? Instead of, you know, selling every little thing that is of value. If I bought something for $200 and I'm not using it anymore, you know, I just give it. I don't sell it, okay? Because it's like, well, hopefully someone else, you know, would benefit from that. I'm not using it anymore. Someone can benefit, right? So that's not to say I've never sold anything, right? But that's kind of the mindset that I've had in relation to just passing, what's the word, like passing it, to make space in my world for something new to come in. Okay, so I give that to make space, because I don't need it anymore. It's holding this dead energy. I don't need it anymore. So I pass that on in order for someone else, that to manifest in someone else's life, right? And when I was younger, when my kids were like, before my son, you know, I didn't have a lot of money, and I'd always go to the op shops, and I would, before I went to the op shop, I'm like, make a mental list of things that I needed. And more often than not, I would go there, and the very thing, no matter how obscure that it was, it would be there, right? Maybe not that music, maybe the next time, right? You know, so it would always just like giving to receive. It is a very powerful, powerful tool, right? Again, this trade, right? Energy, time, like this whole Barter Days app thing, right? It's just a beautiful, brilliant idea by beautiful, brilliant people. Like, those guys changed my life when I learned about the oils. Like, they fucking saved me at one stage of my life, right? It's all these little stepping stones and all these little connections with these divine beings that we come across and make a massive impact. And I'm just having that epiphany now, because it's like, yeah, I don't know, you know, like, it wasn't like this wasn't planned. So it's just like all divine, and there's all these little things in our reality, in our external, and they're all there for a reason, right? That's very cool. So Rainbow Warrior, you don't have Gaia anymore. Yeah, I just fell out of alignment with it like quite some time, and I was paying the subscription, and I was like, I don't even watch it, and like I was just, it was too, yeah, there was nothing on it for me at that. Right. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, that's not to say it's not good, right? Because I used that, right? And I was guided to that, changed my life, Gaia. Okay. So this is why this is really important, that we follow our own unique path, and we be in the now, and we go with what we resonate with, because like the Gaia, right? Oh my God, like I wouldn't have done emotion code if I didn't see Gaia, like if I didn't have Gaia. Like I wouldn't have like obsessed about Joe Dispenza and gone to see Joe Dispenza if I didn't have Gaia. I probably never would have heard about Greg Braden, who I like. I'm like, oh my God, I fucking love you, Greg. Like I just fucking love your mind. You are so fucking divine, right? Because he's one of those beings. He's scientist, he's like a programmer, he just decodes shit, and that's exactly how my mind works too, right? So it's like there's so much magic. So it's all about honoring your journey and where you're at, and because everyone's at different levels, everyone's at different levels of consciousness, and everyone has different things contained within them that they need to release, and they need to be in the moment to be able to decode what the message from Christ is that they are getting right there in this moment. So I'm here to share the way to do this, and you know, I don't know. I'm just like blah, 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 right? Because it's all intertwined, right? It's all one. And one of the things that's very interesting, it's like on this ascension, I've had to untangle my way out of this fucking web, right? Like a bug in a web, right? From the very moment of my initiation through Christ, to Christ, right? It's like trying to heal and using the code and inputting it to be able to like move past that, to be able to be free from that, to be able to move on to the next fucking dark deception that I need to free myself from. So one of the things in the last couple of months, I'm like, it's just like a fucking tangled mess. Like, it's like, that's what it's like freeing myself to be one with Christ. It's like a ball of yarn that's just tangled, right? And that's what this journey is like. It's like moving through. And that word entanglement came through, and entrapment came through. And the fact that we are all, two. It was like 2 hours, 22. Anyway, so it's like this entanglement, this entrapment. This is what this journey is. It's us becoming free, untangled from this tangled mess, right? Where everything's just freaking combined. Yeah, we're all one, and everyone's shit's fucking, you know, clouding and clarity, and, you know, the collective things, you know, blocking me, the freaking, my past lives are blocking me, my ancestors, all this shit that's contained, like, because I am one, right? All these things, everything, internally, externally, everything is just this tangled mess. That's this journey. Okay. So the only way to free yourself, to be God sovereign free, is to follow the truth. Okay. I am Christ. I've done this journey. And apparently I'm here to take you there too, if you choose to, if you incarnated for that. But ultimately, no matter who you are, what you are, if you're showing up, if you are listening, if you are pressing, receiving, right? You are a part of this divine plan, and you are getting exactly what you need out of this. And you are allowing the consciousness here on earth to expand, and not just humanity's collective, right? But all these different forms of life galactically, and all that sort of, you know, Palladian, Andromeda, all those different, we are the ripple effect. This is a cosmic journey, okay? Again, all you 5D star seeds, right, that just stuck in that little bubble, that little matrix trap. All that stuff that you are, that you've learned, you can and you will, by joining the membership, you can code that in and get the deepest truth on that, so you can move up, so you can rise, and you can see that there's actually a lot more to that picture. Again, I'm not expertise in reptilians. I'm not expertise in freaking Anunnaki and this and that. And you may be, okay? You may have had some very powerful lives and you wish to gain some clarity on that. You may even have had is it quantum healing session? And you can put that session, if it comes in written form, I don't know, I've never had one, in your record to clear on that, to get a deeper clarity for yourself. We don't need anyone externally for us doing things. We can do it all ourselves, right? But again, we use the input. Any past healing sessions that you've had that a healer's done for you, you can join my membership. You can input that healing session and you can just, that automatically starts healing you on autopilot. Any darkness and that surfaced from that since that session, because 100% it has, you'll be clearing on that on autopilot, so you can start to focus on deeper issues. Okay, so this is the power in what I share. Okay, it's fucking nuts, man. That's beautiful. Yeah, and that's it. Like we just, and like a part of the whole giving act is, especially with objects. So this is the thing, like we have so much energetic clutter around us. Okay, and this is why, like, if we're not using it, if it's not serving us, like, it will serve ourselves just to get rid of it. Okay, so we may sell it, okay, or we may give it away. Doesn't really matter. The fact is that you are taking something that doesn't serve you anymore to be able to pass it on, whichever way, to be able to make space to receive the new. Okay, that's the truth of the matter. All right. So we just like to bring up lots of things that I've learned along the way, lots of things like that, because at the end of the day, it's about doing what's right for you, right? Clearing that energetic, I'm seeing debris, clearing that energetic debris, they're saying, yep, saying the word debris, that energetic clutter from our field, okay? Because our house, it's us, right? Our wallet, it's us, right? In the physical sense, it's within our field, okay? Until you move and become Christ and you become every fucking thing, right? It's like, we're one, right? You're me and I'm you, and I've created this and you're creating this, and we're all creators, right? We're all creators who don't remember who we are, right? But now I'm here to eliminate that, okay? And you get what you give. This is the cosmic laws. This is the way it works. We are observers here to create, okay? Simple as that. And we are creators who need to get off that program, okay, that we were actually creating for the fucking devil, for Satan, for the fucking Antichrist, whatever the hell you want to call that symbol, all right? Creating for the dark, and while we're creating for the dark, going down the gurgler ourselves into deeper darkness, deeper disillusion. Hell. So this is the unfolding. And I see the great unraveling. This is the great unraveling, right? The great unraveling. I like that. I'm just saying unraveling, like unraveling. So, sorry to disappoint. It's like, this is what Christ looks like. And again, I'm seeing that statue of Jesus, like with his, I don't think, like, so what I'm seeing is the crown of thorns, okay? Now, this is a very powerful implant that is used on humanity, okay? It's a cursed image, symbol, energetically. This is something contained within your field. And so, again, like there's so many cursed symbols in relation to Jesus, right? The cross, right? Again, the cross. So much fear programmed into the old world ways of religion and stuff like that. I'm sure there's love in there too, right? Because there's truth, there's light in all, everything, right? It's up to us to decode and to just be the cipher, to decipher, to discover that deeper truth hidden within, right? Just like this, okay? Okay? But again, this is, we heal alongside this. Otherwise, we go fucking manic, or we go, I'm just saying psychosis, right? Because I may have seen very under deep psychosis when I went from 0 to 100, from the physical realm of 3D plugged into the 48D, and this pleroma, this blue flame. I'm still figuring it all out, but anyway. So I seem pretty fucking weird because I was operating on a complete different frequency, okay? And I hadn't done any integration. It was just like, okay, unplug her here, plug her in here. And it was like, right? It's just like, what the fuck, right? All these new powers and stuff like that. Automatic writing, spirit wouldn't fuck off, like spirit here, there, everywhere. Oh, you know, my mum, she freaking, I was like, freaking dead workmate's daughter, like coming through and like trying to get a message out and get me to write a message and give her mum a message, and my ex-best friend. It was like ridiculous, right? Like it was like there was so much I couldn't protect there was no protection. I was like, all of a sudden my eyes and the gates were open. I was plugged in and everything. It was just like there was too much. So, you know, but again, that happened for a reason. I had a deep resentment for so long that I was put in the mental health ward, given drugs, and that blocked out. But when I look back now, everything happened for a reason. They told me I was having a son and a daughter. I had my son and a daughter. I got to be a mum. I got to do playgroups. I got to take, you know, my kids for bushwalks and do all that crazy, amazing stuff that I just, you know, and then all of a sudden this happened and it's like, okay. Yeah, so everything happens, everything's unique to us. So you guys may have had some really profound things happen, some synchronicities, some things that you just don't know, it just doesn't make sense. You've never been able to make sense of it, and you know it means something and you don't know why it happened, or you don't know how to get the rest of the piece of the puzzle. Like, I'm here to take you there so you can figure it out for yourself, through yourself. Okay, through Christ. They're all there for these cosmic Christ lessons. They are all breadcrumbs for you to find your way home. We have the portal. Now I have been through fucking hell to be able to build this, to open this portal, to be able to support others so they can do what I've done but not have to suffer like I have fucking suffered, right? But again, suffering, symptom, all these things are used to be able to help us find deeper alignment, because these symptoms the physical manifestation of this separation and of these energetic blocks that are keeping us fixed in the old world. Two completely new systems, guys. This is the split. Okay, this is the split. The old world, new earth split. This is it. I am it. I am the portal here where you get to make the choice to join. Okay, this is the split. All right, I'm the one. Again, they're showing me this and they're showing me, oh, okay. All right, so Christ, little statue, right? Right? I am the Christ. Okay, very funny, right? So what they're illuminating too is like new and old, right? This old and this new, this separation, this polarity, this duality, and the one, right? Because everything is you. It's all about you balancing all your centers, right? You using this vessel, this divine vessel, upgrading your nervous system, your DNA on that fucking subatomic level, right? because it's all good to say I'm this and I'm that, and if you're not in my membership, you're not, okay? So this is the split. This is like, would you call it the rapture? Because I don't know a lot about the rapture. I think that's where they get zapped up to heaven, isn't it? This is all those things that have been prophesized, right? This is it, okay? So this is it. This is the split. This is where you get to choose, right? So I am this portal in this, right? So yeah, like, do you want to keep dancing with the devil and going down the gurgler, or do you wish to align and join us in this discovery? I don't know. Let me see those like buttons. Like I said, I come back. If you're watching the replay and you're not pressing that like button, I see it. And I think, oh, fucking maybe I should give up, right? It's like, we've got all these people who aren't freaking supporting and just like helping get this message out. They're just watching it and they're just going without pressing that like. Maybe I'll just freaking stop doing these lives and I'll just serve my members 100%, right? Like, it's these little things that go through my mind because I feel so like I've been treading water for so long and I'm still not out. I'm still like, I'm like, what? The 9th of April, what's going to happen then? What's going to happen on the 9th of April? They're saying the resurrection, right? But what does that mean? What does that look like? Do I get to like take a break? Because right now I'm working like 24/7, even in my dreams. Oh, and I'm having to see the darkness that's being just oh, it's like, no, it's like, oh. I need people to help me, right? I need beings to wake up to their fucking truth, like, and begin this journey. Because, but then it's like, this is all divine. Like, Nadine, don't give up hope. You've had your moments where it's just like, oh, fuck this, right? But no, because this is what I've incarnated for. And this is why I'm still here, still standing, still doing what I'm doing, right? After the 9th of April, I don't know what's happening. They always like to switch things up. So let's wait and see. Oh, I feel funny. But every obstacle that I come across, there's growth, right? There's a lesson, and there's everything, and every little, you know, mental tent that I go out on, and like, maybe I should just give up. Like, there's fuel in that for, you know, and there's like growth just on the other side. It's like when we feel like just totally giving up, we know that magic is just waiting for us on the other side. And so whatever it is, what it is. Again, why are you standing there, Jesus? But again, he's showing me, like, again, it's about that, bringing those positive, that negative, those points, the male, the female, the masculine, the female, together. And this is this light beam, right, of Christ. Again, the heart, the mind, this navigational system, our vessel, our vehicle, giving you guys the keys to take control yourself. That's what I'm here to do for you. That's what Christ is here to do for you. Through this knowledge, this word spoken, through my membership, eventually through this attunement, this Christ attunement that I will offer. Don't know when that'll be. They don't tell me that. But I just have to be in the now and just walk the path that I've set for myself, even though I don't remember it. So kind of annoying, but this is why the now moment is so important. Again, when we do these lives, use that absolute hand pose. That again, they just brought that up. Mm, mm, just hurts. and just like started hurting all of a sudden. After these lives, I get a whole heap of new input as well, because I've actually learned things in this by showing up, being in the now. I am rewarded, I'm gifted with new insights and new connections for myself, for my ascension, right? Because I'm actually assisting you guys to make powerful insights. Like, this is how the expansion works. So when I get on here and I'm doing these free streams, when I'm getting on and I'm doing my membership streams, I'm showing up in the now moment. I'm sharing the truth, and then because I'm sharing this and you guys are taking this on consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, right? You're taking this on, you are expanding. This light is doing what it is. Like, you're pressing like, you're sharing this, whatever, you're bringing in more light, right? So because we are all one, that's what enables me to make these new connections, get these new lessons for me, myself, right? To help me remember, right? Rainbow Warrior, you're not getting much sleep at the moment and you're not dreaming much at all. I know I'm dreaming, and I remember that was, the other morning when Jesus is like, it's like Jesus incarnated and he didn't even remember who he was until just recently, Nadine. Like, you are remembering the fact that you are Jesus, right? But again, like, I've learned that I'm it all. Like, that's the thing. Like, he is just this teacher, right? And it was like this last epiphany, right, where I'm like, oh my God, okay, so my ex-best friend who died, and there was something crazy around his death that we could not explain, and everything that we were told from spirit happened the way that it happened, even though it was a slightly different, there was a little twist, and and it's like, and it's like, so he has been the father in spirit, right, working, right, and he incarnated as Jesus, but everyone can be this Jesus archetype, right? Because this archetype, that's what they're saying, like arc, like arc, like a circle, like an arc. Again, the Game of Thrones, GOT, Game of Thrones, and the many-faced God. How I haven't watched that in years, right? But Aya, was that her name? I don't know how to say. Anyway, she began to learn how to not embody, but it's like she could move into the body of others. But it was because of this God force, in which the fact that we are all one, we are everything, right? And it's like this whole magician, right? This whole magician energy, right? Again, and the word manifestation and creation, all these like very godlike things. So I have a lot to learn, right? There's so much for us all to learn, right? And remember, not learn, remember, right? And we all have that part of us in the divine that's wanting to guide us. If you take the leap of faith and begin to do the inner work, the new way, you will be on this path. But at the end of the day, it's all about showing up no matter how you can. They're showing matter, like matter. They're just showing me that word matter. That's it, because we are spirit having a human experience, but right now spirit is unable to operate as freely as it would like. So what you need to do is heal. So this spirit that we all are, this Christ, I'm just getting animate. I'm getting animate, like the word animate. So it's like joining us and healing the new way, using the new way teachings, using the new way operational features, whatever way you can, whether it be through the free streams, through the membership, or down the track through the Christ attunement, joining us whatever way you'll feel guided, and showing up, so you can start to release, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're all me, right? So I need to heal, so I'm not going to give up, right? So this is where it's like this snowball down a mountain, right? So just show up, assist in this, and this is all about healing. So we can remember who we are. And so this spirit, this force of creation, this Christ, okay, can start to, we need to clear our house of those fucking demons, right? And be able to embody the spirit of Christ, because that's what we all are. That is the spirit, the Christ, the God, the force, the creation, that life force that creates, like this magic, like this fucking magic that cannot be like understood, because it's just like, let me have some water. This is why, like, I'm saying press the like, I'm saying press share, I'm saying like, I'm sharing with you powerful ways. Like, join my Facebook group, like my page Nadine Hamilton, right? You know, like, I'm giving you powerful keys and powerful connections, inputs in way you can receive this light more powerfully. Again, instructional features like doing this while the live is on, right? While you're watching the replay, joining us in this now moment with this absolute. This is, again, an intention that you are consciously making, where you are connecting to the all one. The more you invest, the more you receive. Simple as that. But at the end of the day, it's about showing up for yourself, to be able to see beyond the veil and understand the truth of Christ and his message. Shim. it's like her this time around. See how we have, like, last time it was like Jesus was the masculine, and now this is the feminine. Her story, his story, her story, his story, her story. What's the heresy? Taken to the witch trials, then. Yeah, so this is divine Sophia taking back, taking back her light through us. I mean, she's done it. I've done it. And now, whichever way I have to teach, I will. Whatever happens, happens. But it's going to be through light, and not like fake, false light teachings. Not any false light, fake light, old world separation, fake. Because again, that's duality, right? So this is completely new. The dark has no power over the now moment, okay? That's what they're saying, because we're creators. So to be a creator, to tap into our creative force, we need to be present. We need to be in the now, okay? Because this now is the core of creation. It is your core. Oh, your sacred heart. Okay, thanks, JC. His little sacred heart, okay? This, it's your heart. They're showing me all the chakras lighting up and just ball of light, like the core of the universe, the crystal core is all of you as one. That's this butterfly, right? It's not just the heart, right? It's like, I'm just seeing like all the chakras and the points in the body just lighting up. Like the Vitruvian man, the Da Vinci Vitruvian man, right? All the the sacred geometry encoded to this physical, and above and below. Okay. That's it. I am the God Seed Activator. And if you're watching this, you have a choice to tune into your creator. And the only way we can do that is going within and seeing how you fit into this puzzle of life. Because I've done it. I'm still not 100% there. But apparently, after the 9th of April, which is a Sunday, the sun, right? The sun, Sunday, day of the sun, which is literally the cosmic spiritual sun, the sun, right? The all one. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I'm very interested to see what happens because, again, I'm nosy. Nosy Nadine. And, but part of this is releasing all expectation. Because so far this journey, like, it isn't like anything else written, okay? So this is the creation. This is the new aeon. This is the new and the truth. Now he's just showing me Buddy Jesus. So I think we're done. Just like, so thank you guys for showing up in this now moment and showing up for, especially you guys that have shown up on the stream, and you've been very interactive. Again, if you're watching the replay, please interact in the comments. Again, we need to really share, and in this sharing, we are, growing and expanding together. Okay, so this isn't about me and you anymore, like I and me. Okay, there's no I in team. We are a team. Okay, it's the individual, the beam, but we are the one. That's it. We're working for the one. You are a beam of light. You're a ray of the sun. So now is the time that we get to see how we fit in. And if we choose, we begin this journey. If we choose to be open, the power of we, yes, hell yeah. I remember months and months ago, they were talking about that. And this was one of the things that came through. The mirror. It's not about me anymore operating from scarcity, lack, separation. It's about we, right? Where we begin to remember who we are and operate through one, right? Where we get to perceive things in a whole new way, right? Releasing ourselves from this mental prison, this mental trap, this deception, this delusion, where we get to see things the way that it is through the lens of truth, right? And even if you can't see that for yourself right now, I'm here to share the way. I'm here to shine the way. I'm this beacon, right? And I'm here to give you the avenues to be able to start to heal, whichever way, okay? And it's all divine. The people that are meant to just press like and share or whatever will. The ones that are meant to join the membership will. The ones that are meant to receive the Christ attunement and begin to actually begin this process of metamorphosis and moving from separation to wholeness, that have these creational codes, these instruction sets program within. Like, we are these, it's like these divine vessels, but these programs, right? We are right now, humanity are programmed through the dark. Okay, so what we have here is through the Christ attunement, again, not available, through this template of creation, this 12-strand DNA, you are, and we talked about it before, you are given this new program to run from. Okay, so you can be able to literally, yeah, it's just like, I'm just saying one, right? One, walk through that stargate and begin this like balance, right? Masculine and feminine, because at the end of the day, like, we are in this realm of polarity, and in this realm of polarity is these genders, right? The darkness has tried to confuse the fuck out of people in relation to this genders and people knowing who they are. And, you know, even like cats, like, what did I hear the other day? Like, this madness, it's madness. What we see, the darkness and those things, it's like, I identify as a cat. I identify, but like, this is where humanity's minds are at. They're not even identifying as a human anymore, okay? But we are all one, and we need to clear all those programs and assist humanity so they can start to wake up and stop being so confused, because it's like this confusion, right? That's what this is, this confusion. So if you're showing up, if you are here seeing me, right, you are here for a reason, okay? And I'm here to free you. So you need to make the choice to free yourself, though, to show up. So it's that choice. Like, do you choose to believe and be fixed into the old world, or do you choose to be life and explore the wonders of creation? Again, I'm just saying the earth, right? Mother Gaia, be life. They're showing me, like, because this is what we're doing it for. We're doing it for the cosmos, not just earth, where this is a chain reaction, right? Where we get to activate and awaken and tune into creator, because you are a creator being. So now it's time for you to stand up and learn how to take your force back. Oh my God, my nose is so itchy. Oh my God, so itchy. That's it, Quilla. I go freaking deep. This is like core of creation deep. Yeah, so as you can see, my circle has gone very small, because it's like, I'm a different person. Like, people that known me for school, or people that knew me a couple of years ago, like, I've changed so much and I'm just like a new person. And people that I once resonated with, and I don't resonate with that at all anymore, because I've seen how, and I've felt the disharmony. And again, that word, I guess, that karmic, that's something that I've been hearing, you know, those beings that have come, like, that are teaching me a lesson, right? I can sense those that are true, and then those that don't give me that true feeling. So that's how I just use my heart to navigate my mind, my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and that's what all you guys need to do too. Just go with heal, right? Like, connect with as much as you can, and use these new ways, and start to navigate, being very mindful of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, because they're going to show you the way. So important for those empaths, guys. I've been there. I know what it's like, and I really want to be able to help you guys, because it's shit not being protected, not knowing. It's like, it's the fact that you don't know how divine you are. It's like, and you don't have that protection because you don't know who you are. That's what it is. It's like, God's, that's it. They're saying God's seed activator, like God's seed. Like, I'm here to, like, say, this is why it's happening. Come and join us to be able to free yourself and access your true power, your birthright. You know what I mean? So again, it doesn't matter who you are, where you've come from, what matrix trap, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you found this collective, okay? That you're aligning yourself with this collective, with Christ consciousness, okay? It may not sound like you believed, you know, like this vessel, this language, the things that I say or do or teach or whatever may not be what you believed Christ to be, but this is the truth and how it's chosen to come through. This has to come through to trigger. Because if I don't show you, if I don't trigger you, right, I don't show you your blocks. If I just say everything that you want to hear, well, you're not going to grow, are you? Okay, so I need to push the boundaries. I need to push the boundaries of your mind. Okay, I'm just getting, you can't handle the truth. Well, yeah, you can. If you just do the things that have been shared in this live, if you do the things that I've shared in other lives, if you just show up and connect in, and eventually I'll start making TikToks and that, I think, like, I don't know, probably, because I love TikTok. But definitely on YouTube, there's going to be a presence. So I really encourage you guys to share this with others. When you're in those spiritual groups and people are seeking, they want to know, they just have a thirst for knowledge. Okay. Use your discernment. Are they those people that may be open, or are they just those dickheads that are just like, I'm right, you're wrong, you know, and just attack. Yeah, don't share this with those people. But at the end of the day, people like that are going to find this. And again, they have the choice. Okay. It doesn't matter. This is for anyone or everyone. This is for anyone who is open and chooses to see things through a completely new lens, because this is the new aeon. This is the new world, okay? That's it. This is the word, all right? This is the word. If you don't align with it, have fun in Satan's playground. That's all I can say. That's why I'm saying be open. For God's sake, be open. Get your head out of the Bible, okay? And unless you're in the membership and you're using it to heal on and free all those beings that are in that matrix trap that are just like, yeah. So everyone has a reason for being. Everything in your external has a reason for being. Everything. So it's up to you to make the choice to align, to begin the healing, to begin this expansion, to begin anchoring this heaven on earth. That's it. That's what I'm sharing. All I'm seeing right now is a golden halo. Okay? The one. A golden halo. That's it. Disconnect from the programs. And I can't wait for next month, because I've created a membership, right? And we're going to be doing Zoom sessions. So if you want to see some of the matrix programs, some of the darkness, some of the deception, and actually join and receive healing on a deeper level, like, join next month. I don't know when it's going to start, but it's going to be next month. So that's exciting, where I don't know. And that's the thing, like, I question it. I'm like, well, so what am I going to do? What do I have to create? How do I condense all the source code into, they're like, use your mind. That's so funny. User dickheads, right? So it's like, just go with my guidance, right? So yeah, I have an infinite amount of source code, because the way, and the multi-dimensional way in which these things have come through to allow me to unlock all these different dimensions and different ways, it has been coded in a way where the code is infinite, and there's so many different things. And So, and all my records every month where I've recorded things, that's input as well. And there, yeah, so if you can imagine, it's very, when I say the code is infinite, the code has been received and written in a way that illuminates the fact that this is infinite, right? This is this divine program. And so that's where it's like, that's why I need to have faith and just be in the now moment to understand, and a very illuminating message for myself, like in relation to that emotion code chart, and just do it with your mind and stuff like that. Because I'm aware of all these programs, because I am the builder of this, right? So, so weird. So anyway, by next month, I'll have a lot more clarity, right? Because, you know, so what's the date today? So it's the 17th today. And then, next month is going to be crazy. Sorry, next week is the 24th. So that comes after the 23rd. And the 23rd, I have been told, is a landmark time too. What's the moon doing on the 23rd? Let's have a look. Oh, and it's after a new moon too. It's a new moon as well. Oh, that's going to be good. So show up next week, guys. Make sure you show up or watch the replay, because there's a lot of power in that. I'm excited but kind of scared. And then after that, what comes after that? So the 24th. And then the 31st is the Friday after that, 3 and 1. But again, we'll still be, oh my God, imagine the information that I'll have after that. So, and then, all right, so what do we got? We got the 7th, and that's just before the 9th of April. So on the 7th, again, 7, that 7 days, right? 7, that very important number in relation to creation, the 7 rays, the color, the spectrum, right? Oh, because different dates hold different frequencies and we access different powers and stuff like that. So, oh, all right, let me have a look again. All right, so the 9th is obviously Easter Sunday. How fitting for Christ's resurrection. How fucking funny. And obviously this crystal spiral and the fact that it is the sun day. So we won't be doing anything for that, because I guess, is that the day of rest where I get to rest? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is Fridays. Who knows? Are we going to do a live? I don't know. Easter Sunday, or let's just see. Let's just wait and see. Again, make sure you subscribe to this channel and freaking connect in with all my inputs so you can receive. And so we can explore this together and see what happens. Because every week, guys, we witness the power and the force in which comes through in relation to this knowledge, this wisdom, because of course Sophia is divine wisdom. This is all about mind. This is a journey of consciousness, Christ consciousness, okay? This is the one, okay? And this is, why are they saying the day of reckoning? What's the day of reckoning? It's something bad, isn't it? Something fear-based, isn't it? Because they like to put those double meanings in, right? The day of reckoning. Anyway, so this is the day. Now is the time. I'm seeing the word day. I don't know. Seeing the word day still. Still seeing the word day. Don't know why. Tuesday is the equinox as well. And every equinox, Ange, we have very powerful new things come through. Have you guys seen that pattern? Do you mean Tuesday like Tuesday coming up? And I was born on Tuesday. I wonder where my mum is. Is she here? No. But Tuesday's day is full of grace. Is that what it is? Because I was born on Tuesday. My name Nadine also means hope. I was also born on the 22nd of June. I'm also a Cancer. The water of eternal springs. There's so much coded within myself and my incarnation and who I am and why I incarnated here. It's just crazy. Like, we could go on and on and on with all the powerful synchronicities and things that I've put together on this path. And you too have some very powerful, like, you incarnated for a reason in this body, and you've experienced everything that you've experienced in your life for a reason, right? So this is the exciting part where we get to walk this path and learn our truth. Remember, and see deeper into the veil and see the hidden, I'm just saying encoded within, like the hidden, I'm just saying the word hidden, what has been hidden from you. This is a journey, and this is just explorers. We are just freaking explorers, and it's so exciting. I'm so blessed to have all of you guys here, even if there's some monitoring spirits, even if there's some haters watching from the sidelines thinking, fuck you, Nadine. Like, you are receiving this light, positive and negative. Everything is for our growth. Everything is to make us stronger. And it's just amazing. I love you guys. Oh, I see. I don't understand the moon, like the moon signs and all that sort of stuff. And this rising and that rising. I really one day want to get like a thing and understand that. But that, again, that's not what I've done so far. Like, it's not part of my plan so far. But it's always intrigued me, because since I was a very little kid, like, Mum used to have these astrology books. I used to love them, right? Tuesday the 21st is, wow. Wow. So exciting. Because we draw on this. I get to draw on this because I'm Christ. Okay. So I'm getting very excited for a very good reason. And you guys should just be excited because I'm excited. It just means there's so much power, so much magic, so much, like, I draw upon this energy to be able to manifest and create and build, right? Right now, like, I'm totally free from all these moon chains and these negative lunar forces that make it incredibly powerful for myself and my collective, those who are aligned with me. So it's exciting, and there's so much to explore. There's certain things, like in relation to astrology and stuff, I just don't understand all those other different things and the houses and what this house means and that house means. No, but I didn't incarnate to understand all that. Right now, who knows? I might explore it down the track. Who knows? But this is the excitement of being in the now and just following our heart and following our mind, following our spirit, following spirit. And then they're saying Christ, right? This is the all one, right? Remembering when, hang on, let me have some. It's in this remembering, right, that is going to transform this world. Okay. Again, I am on this path. I've embodied Christ, or I'm very close to being the full embodiment of Christ. And but the journey doesn't end there. Okay. This is all about those 144,000 Christos identities returning home. So are you one? I know I have some working with me right now, and they have this template, this blueprint. Okay, they have been tuned into this frequency, and they have received the program to be able to be in resonance. And I don't know how all that freaking works right now, but it's exciting. Okay, because we are returning the 144,000. Okay, home, which means they are releasing from separation and moving into wholeness, and they are balancing their masculine, their feminine, right? They're rewriting, becoming creators, they're saying, becoming creators with the creational blueprint, the divine blueprint. Embodying Sophia, Christos, rah, 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 rah. Love you guys. Thank you for showing up and expanding your mind with us and working towards this expansion and evolution of humanity. We want those free thinkers. We want those beings who think outside the box. We want those beings who have a thirst for knowledge. We want those beings who decode this matrix and want to see the truth for what it is. So we need all those beings. Like, again, Greg Braden. Oh my God, I love his fucking mind, right? Just like, it's like those sort of people that resonate with Greg Braden, that resonate with, Joe Dispenza, that want to know all about this quantum physics, this quantum entanglement, this science behind this physical vessel, right? Those beings that decode sacred geometry, right? That are studying the foundational blocks of creation through this sacred geometry. Like, there's just so much magic to be explored, and now we get to join forces and do this together and receive these Christ codes to be able to expand ourselves individually and collectively and be a part of this. I'm just getting Day of Reckoning. I'm gonna have to Google that. Day of Reckoning. Is that today, or is that the 9th, or is it, I don't know, is it the new what's the 23rd, guys? And if you're watching this, what's the 23rd? It's a new year, isn't it? It's some sort of new year, isn't it? Share in the comments. If you're watching the live, share in the comments. If you're watching the replay, share in the comments. Thanks, Ange. Love ya. And so just so I'm getting the word humbled. Like, it's like all this hard work, and it's like I'm finally finding my soul fam, or Ange D, freaking Rainbow Warrior, like my mom. There's certain beings that have been there for quite some time and really supported me in my darkest days, right? And they've been pivotal in the creation of this and me remembering who I am, right? But this is where we all get to, this is the call out, really, to find all those beings, the chosen, the 144,000, like the true chosen, the ones that take this leap to join us, to expand their consciousness on these streams. Those that are warriors of light, that go in and do understand that they are one and they need to heal themselves, right? And not just wait for something outside themselves to happen, right? This is, so that's the actual beginning of the universal year. Okay, cool. Oh, it's funny. And it's very funny. And it's very funny you put the fire. Oh, that's even funnier. Oh my God. Because it was just like the 23rd of March, right? So let me put it this way. Okay, what I'm seeing, right, is my divine counterpart standing across the fire at a party from me, looking at me like, you're fucked, man, like laughing, because me and the guy next to him, right, we're having a big fight, right? So 3, I want you guys to see 3. And Conway, just this most beautiful spirit, right? Beautiful. Just, we were just dags, like just silly. And like, we just got each other because we were, well, with my divine counterpart. And it's like the 23rd of March is the guy that was standing next to Conway, Troy, right? That's his birthday, the 23rd of March. So for so long, since like early high school, that date has been an important date. So it's very funny that, oh, it's Troy's birthday on the 23rd. So funny. And they're just showing me. He's just showing me, like Conway is just showing me that fireplace, that round fire. We're at a party, right? Conway was staying at Troy's house, and Troy lived next door from this party. And me and Troy were fighting. Don't know why. Some stupid, child thing, because this was like when we were 17. Maybe I was 18. It was just before Conway died, so I probably was No, I wouldn't have. I would 17. I would have been 17, and just him and Troy there, and like Conway cracking the funniest smile, like he's a dickhead. It's like we just laughing at how stupid our fight was. So it must have been a stupid fight. Anyway, I just still see his face, which is so funny because again, it's that illumination again. So this is how Christ, you know, shares things like this three, right? This three, right? This three, this number in relation to creation and consciousness, right? The three has been pivotal in this journey, right? You know, this 3, 6, 9, right? 12, right? This creational, this number that creates like this consciousness. They're saying consciousness creates, like the 3, right? This above and below. Again, okay. The star, how it illuminates, it's this 12, right? This Merkaba, this 12, like this star with these 12. Yeah, it's all very, I've been there, done that, and I have so much to share with you guys. And thank you so much for journeying. Your life path is 3. Awesome. Duck 3. Love it. Yeah, so many, anyway, we went into a little bit of a memory thing in relation to, you know, this 3, and this, where I'm standing at this fire at a party. Again, they just bring, and it was like me, my divine counterpart, right? And the other male who I've called a best friend for so long, who we haven't talked to because I've just like gone way out. Like, imagine having a conversation with me, right? I'm just feel so misunderstood by everyone in my reality right now. It's hard, and I'm having to serve this mission, right? So I can't align myself to, you know, because he's always worried about me, like, and the last couple of conversations like we had is like, and this was a long, quite this year, was like, oh, you know, when people are worried about you because they don't understand you, and I'm like, I'm fine, I'm great, right? And you know, and it's like, you know, they want to get you, but that you're just so far out of that their consciousness, like their level of consciousness, that you do seem very crazy, right? So it's like, you know, but anyway, it's his birthday on the 23rd. And, you know, that's always been a landmark thing. And the fact that it is this new universal year, I am a universe in myself. I am the creator of this universe. You are a universe in yourself. You are a creator of your universe. It's all of us, these monads, these minds who now are going to begin this journey of sacred geometry, this journey of knowing, of uncovering and understanding and remembering who we are, like a cell of creation. We are doing this together now, and we are exploring the truth of what this means and what coming to Christ actually means. They're saying the truth of Christ, but they're overlapping it with creation. This is beyond quantum mechanics now. This is understanding how quantum mechanics works, and they're saying creational mechanics. So anyway, let's just leave it there. I love you guys. Sending so much love to you guys. Like, it means the fucking world to me that you guys are here, like, and you are just soaking this in. I know it's a lot, but we are these divine eternal minds. And this information, this knowledge, this light, it's doing its work, right? Even if, you know, you're like, what did she say? What? Huh? Right? imagine having to bring everyone out of separation and be able to find those that resonate that have been stuck in all these different traps. Like it's hard. So Christ, that's why I don't get told what I'm going to be talking about in these lives, because it would just, I would not be able to function. Like I wouldn't be able to actually come on here, because that Nadine monkey mind will get in the way, and Nadine's lens. Yeah. Anyway, it's just the now moment is the most powerful moment, and I need to. That's it. Where all of our forces are here in this now moment. That's what enables me to do it. That's what they're saying, right? This is why I don't get told. Okay. Again, I have to integrate that, understand that. That's another new insight, a new powerful insight. And the fact you guys are here showing up enables me to do what I'm doing. Yay. Oh, Equila, I love you. Just love every single one of you beautiful people on here, right? Even if there's any like monitoring spirits, you know, we're all working together through this polarity, this duality, for one common goal: freedom. Freedom. All right. Mwah. Love yous. Bye.